But overall, with this and ASR done did 100 episodes of content.
You feel good about yourself?
Big Joe. John needs all the credit. John gets all the credit, especially from me. John do 2 pods a week. His ass barely miss anything. He's always first here. John needs his flowers right now. John, flowers. Here you go, Don.
Thank you. Ah, man.
Now the rest of these niggas, I got bullet shots for you motherfuckers. I got bullet holes for the rest of y'all.
You got knocked the fuck out, man. Yeah, I'm in go mode. Go. Yeah, I'm in go.
What's up, guys and gals and theys and whatever your pronoun may be? Welcome to the OSA Out of Shape Allstars podcast, episode 33 of season 2. 33, season 2. Overall, 83. 83 motherfucking episodes in, man.
We're getting close to that big triple digits.
Right, close to the 100 of them things. We almost there. Now again, last week we had a 3-headed triple threat episode, and we might have another one. Last week it was Kev. Swap Kev out, and we got our host back, Eddie Hort, try to rep it. Big Green in the building.
I'm back.
Eddie is back. Eddie, how was your holiday? All that shit.
It was good, man. You know, low key, quiet. I fell asleep like 3 or 4 times. Food was good.
John, how was your holiday?
It was cool. I enjoyed it, and then I got to see my guys on Saturday.
That's right. We did hang out this Saturday. Kev, myself, and Don.
Hey, I didn't get invited, just to let y'all
know.
Yo,
son, I didn't get invited till the last minute. I called these niggas out too. I was like, yo, what y'all doing? Like,
no, realistic. I told everyone what the situation was.
No, I knew you was going to drop off the keys and shit. I
had to drop off the car keys. Oh, that was my thumbnail for the last week's episodes. Me and Kev's car keys. That was my thumbnail.
Oh, okay.
And I definitely want to go come to White Plains. But dope seeing the guys together. My holiday was cool. One of the few holidays where I wasn't traveling. Usually,
that's good.
We usually in either New Rochelle, where her sister now moved to Connecticut, so we would have been out there. And her dad lives in Brooklyn, so we usually in one of those places. And I just wasn't with that shit this year. I'm like, yo, we gonna be in the crib.
So pandemic, I ain't traveling this year.
Like I ain't trying to be in nobody's crib. I can't be lazy and just do nothing. I just sat in the crib. Then I ain't showered till that night.
Yeah, word. I don't think, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I don't think I showered at all that day.
He just said, fuck it.
I just said, fuck it. I mean, it was just my brother-in-law and my father-in-law and my wife.
Yeah, that ain't nobody. Like,
yeah.
That's the regular smugglers. But again, this is a new episode brought to you by Culture Capsule, sponsored by Don's LLC. As you can see, Johnny 5 in the building, Eddie Horchata in the building. I am in the building. We might get Kev. We don't know where Drew was at. We said the same thing last week. We don't know where Drew went, but hopefully he at some point he pop in. Did Drew pop in, or that was the episode before?
I think that was the episode before.
That was the episode.
Because I was here that episode. Yeah.
Right. So Drew, on that episode, didn't respond. Just popped in. Last week didn't respond. Wasn't here. So we'll see what Drew do this week. And DQ is DQ. So we see him when we see him. Get better. And let's get into the episode. Kick it off with the open run. Let's talk about Tiger. Tiger is back. Tiger Woods, y'all. He did an interview recently. First time seen in public or seen on TV since this incident. We all remember.
I forgot all about that car accident. That was
because
the last years ago.
Exactly, because it was it's been such a long time since anybody spoke about him or seen him. But he's back in the public eye and was discussing it with a press conference today. Basically talking about his situation.
Yeah, and that's what he said.
Yeah, it was a traumatic situation. He's happy to be alive because that situation most people wouldn't made it out of. They were asking a bunch of questions about his future in golf. He was basically saying he don't really even know what his future looked like because of so much back pain he has. His legs are still good, and parts of his body's still good. He plays a little bit, but he doesn't know if he's strong enough to actually play in any type of tournament or these prestigious golf events or whatever. He just don't know.
Which you have to respect too, because it's like he's probably not going to be able to like actually compete, and he's got such a huge following and such a like, you know, there's an allure when he plays, like, you know, like everyone wear red on Sundays for Tiger or whatever. It's like a whole big thing. It's just like even he's going to be out there being like, yo, I fucking suck, dude. Like I'm not even. You know, it's. I mean, he even said he was lucky to even still have his legs, let alone his life. You know what I mean?
And he was talking about. Because they asked him about what, if any will or any reason to play. You've done everything that you could possibly do. You won't catch up, unfortunately, with Phil Nichols in regards to the PGA like tournaments or whatever.
Like,
at this point,
this is like the Masters. Or
the
Masters, or is it
it's one of those.
I think it's just whatever like green jacket.
I think
it's yeah. So he's with everything that's been happening over the last couple of years with his injuries and stuff. Based on where he's at today, they don't see him, and he don't even see himself catching up to Phil. So it was like, so what is it, you know, left to play for? You are Tiger Woods. You will go down as probably one of the greatest, without question. What do you want to play for? And he was saying like he actually just want to play for his sons at this point because all they know him, they don't know Tiger Woods on top of the world. They weren't even alive yet. So they just know injured Tiger Woods. So he wants them to be able to see him do something.
It would be miraculous and a great story if he could channel some of that vintage Tiger that made him who he is and go on a run.
I'm sure he'll get like a like, you know, like all these guys, like, you know, Mickelson and Brady and like Brooks Koepka and fucking Aaron Rodgers or whatever it is. I don't even remember what the lineup was, but they'll do like these like cool, fun, like, you know, fundraiser-esque type. He's still going to be in the limelight. He's just not going to be doing it professionally anymore. And he's fine. He's, you know, as far as like, look, he's lucky to have his life, lucky to be able to spend time with his kids. He's got all the fame. He's got all the, obviously he had his downfalls.
Still got the funds
with the drunk driving, but he's still got the money. You know, he's okay. And again, now he'll just become like more of like a public figure for golf. And it's like, as far as not catching up to Phil, sorry, Phil doesn't have a game. Tiger does.
I don't think Phil passed him. I think you're talking about him catching up to Jack.
Jack Nicholson. Did I say Phil?
I said Phil. I don't even know who Jack Nicholson is.
Just said Jack Nicholson. Like the actor.
It sounds close to, it's like Jack Nicholas. Jack Nicholas is like the
Jack Nichols or whatever. Yeah.
I was just about to say, only Jack Nicholson I know is the actor. Phil Nichols, right? Nicholson.
What's Phil's name? What was his last name? But Phil, I think Phil's like behind Tiger when it comes to that. I think the only person ahead of Tiger is Jack.
Okay. All I know is my guy Tiger is a legend. And again, there is still a pending investigation in regards to his incident. But they have come out and said there's nothing. They haven't been able to prove that he was under the influence when this happened. So
yeah, it's Jack Nicholas. That's his name, Jack Nicholas. Oh, Phil Mickelson.
Mickelson.
Yeah. All that shit sounds the same. Jack Nicholson, Jack Nicholas, Phil Mickelson.
All the same. But yeah, so that's Tiger. I just want Tiger to go out with some type of luster. Like do a rest in peace to my guy, the Bean. If you just get in one more Grand Masters or whatever tournament and just have a good game, you ain't even got to win. But if he just goes out and plays against somebody and he keeps it close and it's like fucking like jaw dropping, then it's like that's the perfect way to like go out. You don't have to win the jacket or anything. But if you just have a great game, one great last game, then go out on the iron golden horse and just be Tiger Woods, the legend that we know. I hate seeing players in any sport go down as a bum.
Yeah, chasing. I think I really, really, really hope it happens to Brady at some point, but at this point, I'm starting to think it's never gonna happen.
I think Brady check out the game before that happens.
Yeah, Brady ain't going like that, but that's
He
my
might
Tiger.
play till like he's 50. Jeez.
Tiger Woods. Now, before we get into the big three of sports: baseball, football, basketball, professional. What other bullshit going on? I want to touch on something. My favorite WNBA player.
Mm.
Y'all heard about?
Yeah,
Y'all heard what happened with her? Miss Cambridge is what I like to call her. Miss Cabbage.
You getting that OSA subscription?
Nah.
John,
you gonna pay for it?
Yeah, just put it on Don's LLC. We'll you know, whatever. It's research and development for the pod. You can get that. You can get that tax write-off.
Put it under the company.
But that's true. That's true. I found it on Reddit first before I start putting bullshit like that on there. I have to argue that and shit. Right, do it the Kanye way. I have to go to my tax advisor and shit. He actually, yeah. So that was research and development. We were covering the WNBA players in their lives outside of the sport. So we were just doing some research. But yeah, she's got her OnlyFans page, man. I don't know if it's active yet. I just know she made the announcement last week. We know WNBA players don't get paid as much as they should when it comes to their salaries compared to NBA players. I don't know if because she's a fairly popular player, so I don't know her money. I ain't gonna be pocket watching. I would think she would get, they just won also.
What's the biggest contract in the WNBA?
I don't know, but I would think she would be getting a decent salary. I'm gonna actually look up her salary real quick, but she's getting her OnlyFans. Ed, you subscribing or not?
I just told you to do it under the company, and then we can share that account, and then we can do our research. But I would,
Gotcha.
I would, but I mean, how much is it? Let's see.
I think the highest contract is 200. The average is 221,000.
That's not what I was asking.
Okay, so she had a 1 year deal with Vegas for 221. So that's her salary.
So that's the biggest salaries in the NBA is 200,000.
So she got the biggest salary?
No, it says the biggest salary goes to Skylar Diggins.
Yes.
Smith got paid 228,000 this past season, and second to her was Diana Taurasi. Third to her was Bonner Dewana. And number 4 was Brittany Griner, and they all made 220,000.
That's still not
that ain't no that's
not like
So that means like if they get out a 5-year contract, that's $1 million.
But again, they don't play as many.
OnlyFans is not loading.
They don't play as many games as the WNBA too.
I don't know if her shit is active yet, but she just
WNBA season like 3 months. It's like over the summer. So to be getting that for like 3 months, that's to play basketball. That's pretty good fucking money.
That's crazy. She has the same birthday as my brother.
Which one?
Liz.
Which brother?
Yep, there it is. So it's on her. If you go to her link tree, it is there. But if you click it, come on, what are we doing here? Oops,
which brother, John?
Oh,
Just.
Oh yeah.
They say the same birthday.
So it's currently not loading, which means we don't. It's not officially active.
Tell Just to get that subscription and share it with the guys.
I'm in here, but it says subscribe to see users posts.
So what's the price though? What's the price?
The price. You don't know. Whole thing on this.
It should say it at the top, like $30 to subscribe.
No,
Not that I know how OnlyFans works.
It says subscribe for free. Well, it says subscribe for free.
Oh, so you know what that means? I think this is all like a
subscribe for free, and then the extra shit you got to pay for.
Did you see that? The picture that they did to announce it was pretty
Salacious.
Pretty nice.
So
There's also
who's gonna take that? Who's subscribe free?
I'm gonna do an essay. I'm gonna put it on the LLC, man.
yeah. See if we can write it off. See if we can write it off.
See if
R&D.
I'm gonna holler at my tax people, see if I can get that off. See what they say.
So yeah, it says subscribe free. So
all right, go ahead, John. Let's do that. Get some research and bring it back for the next episode. Also in sports, MLB, we saw some people moving around this last couple of days. We got
obviously
Max Scherzer.
The biggest news, Max Scherzer getting a 3-year, $130 million deal. He has an opt-out in 2023. So when inevitably the Mets, do what the Mets do, he has a chance to say, fuck this, I'm out of here.
Yeah, I wanted to ask DQ how he felt about this. Is this sign in the right direction? They did lose, Javier in last year.
Supposedly they're not done.
Yeah, Steve Cohen has assured the fans that he is not done and he's going to keep going out and spend. This is what happens when you have an owner that has money and can spend it and wants to spend it and wants this team to be good. Now, again, is the coaching staff still the right guys you want in there? Are you still cool with your GM? That's really the question. And can all these pieces, again, it's been proven time and time again that sometimes big money doesn't win you championships. Sometimes it does, obviously, i.e. look at the New York Yankees and their dynastic runs. But again, sometimes you do spend all this money on these players and they don't pan out to be what they are because them lights in New York City, they shine bright.
Right. I'm about to say, i.e. the Yankees as well. Yankees are
i.e.
guilty
the Yankees.
of both.
Oh, yeah,
They're guilty
exactly.
of both. Both sides of
So
the coin.
you mentioned Javi Baez. So Javi Baez is going to be joining our boy White on the Tigers. Hopefully he gets called up. So that's a 6-year, $140 million deal. Other news, again, not crazy big, but Rays signed Corey Kluber to a 1-year, $8 million deal. And then Brooks Riley, that money is not.
You mentioned the Corey Seager deal?
1 year. Oh, Corey Seager? Yeah, Corey Seager, 10-year, 300. Johnny, since 10-year contract.
10 years.
10-year, $325 million to the Texas Rangers. Obviously adding some stability to that role, but John's not a big fan.
Though. I'm not a big fan of the 10-year shit either. That's horrible.
And how old is Corey Seager? I'm pretty sure he's in the high 20s. He's not that young.
Let's see, Corey Seager.
And Dorian be playing, boy.
Yeah, the boy, nice though. You gotta give it to him.
I'm good. I'm saying my son be playing because that baseball money is crazy.
Yeah, it's so wild.
Oh, Corey Seager is 27, so his last year in that deal,
he'll be 37.
37.
And he's not gonna play out. He's not gonna play out that.
He's not gonna play that whole
and that's
10,
the other part of it too. They're not gonna play out the whole 10. They might renegotiate halfway through. He might. They're not gonna say it, but I'm sure he has an opt out at some point.
That's how you end up like what the Mets did with Bobby Bonilla.
No. That's historically the best contract in the world if you're Bobby Bonilla.
That's a guy that's still getting paid, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, every July 1st. He's got let's see, how many payments does
Bobby have left?
Bobby have?
Didn't Iverson have something similar to that?
Iverson?
Yeah, I think Allen Iverson had something with the Sixers. Some he get paid.
I was Iverson. Gilbert Arenas had something like that, but his Gilbert Arenas was still getting paid when he wasn't in the league.
Sorry about that. Bobby Bonilla's contract. They every July 1st they pay him $1.19 million every July.
Damn.
And it is
until when?
Got like 4 or 5 years left.
2035.
Oh damn. Yeah.
Damn.
So crazy.
God damn.
So and then this only started. So crazy part. Thursday, the 54-year-old Bobby Bonilla will collect a check for $19 million from the New York Mets. as he will every July 1st from 2011 all the way through 2035.
That's why though.
That's so crazy. I mean, so why does Bonilla get his payday? In 2000, the Mets agreed to buy out the remaining 5.9 million on Bonilla's contract. However, instead of paying Bonilla, and also the Wilpons were like involved with like fucking, Occupy Wall Street and all that other bullshit that was going on with them. They got Bernie Madoff and all that other bullshit. You remember all that, like, stock market collapse. So this is all during that time. However, instead of paying Bonilla that 5.9 million at the time, the Mets agreed to make annual payments of nearly 1.2 million for 25 years starting July 1st in 2011, including an 8%, included in a negotiated 8% interest. Gotcha. So at the time, the Mets ownership was invested with Bernie Madoff.
So they lost some money. So they
didn't have the money.
Right. We'll pay
they were
you
like,
back.
hey, we'll just pay you back over the next 25 years.
Right.
We're sorry. We don't have the money right now. That's so fucking wild.
And they're gonna end up paying way more than what they
this year under look at this. This year under new owner Steve Cohen, who mentioned possibly of celebrating Bonilla at Citi Field annually soon after taking over the team in November, embracing Bobby Bonilla Day. So that's tight, yo. Steve Cohen, listen, I know he gets out there on Twitter. He was big in the whole Robin Hood thing, that whole big scandal that happened in the middle of COVID with GameStop stocks and all that stuff. But you got to give it to Cohen. Cohen does not give a fuck. He is a millionaire who's like, I bought my favorite team. Right. I'm going to do whatever the fuck I want.
He not mad at niggas getting their money. He like, I see you. Hey, if you can do it, you do it. Any other baseball?
So John mentioned the Ranger Corey Seager move. Yan Gomes goes to the Cubs. Your Cubs. Not your Cubs. Your dad's Cubs? Somebody's Cubs in your family?
Chicago, the cities.
Chicago's gets Yan Gomes, veteran
was a White Sox
catcher for 2 years, 13 million. Robbie Ray signs a 5-year deal for 115 million, and he also gets an opt-out along with Seager in the 2023 season. Those are really the big moves. I had a couple other ones, but again, it's not crazy. Those are like the big splashes, obviously, and like we said, Yankees haven't started. There's rumors about trading of letting Clint Frazier go to the Cubs. Those are rumors coming out, but again, nothing's official yet. Kirby Yates, the Braves, that's not really crazy.
The Yankees tended Gary Sanchez, so he's gonna make $7 million this year.
Okay, so that's good. Gary's gonna stay. It's awesome. Hopefully we make a move for whoever's left out there. I don't even know who's left out there. Here, let's see who's left out there. Let's find out. That Bobby Bonilla shit really fucked me up.
That's a great contract. And he's in interest. Jesus Christ.
That's crazy, man. I need some of that in my life. Y'all was talking about college football. What's going on in college?
So big Jim Harbaugh, our guy Jim Harbaugh. I think this is a Jim Harbaugh podcast, is it not? We all love him, right?
That's my guy. I was hurt when he left the Niners.
I've been very adamant about not caring about.
Also, I have a theory why he never returned to the NFL, but
they did him dirty, big time dirty.
That too, but
they did him dirty.
I think it's also his connection to Colin Kaepernick, because
probably I think that has a lot to do with it.
Whatever NFL team you go to, that Colin Kaepernick was his guy, and
he would have brought him there.
He would probably. I don't know if he would have been his starting quarterback, but he definitely would have brought Cap in.
Yeah, he definitely would have brought him in for sure. But finally, in his tenure of Michigan, he has not beaten Ohio State in the I think it's 7 matches that they played. So he was 0-7 going into this game. But finally, upset. So now Michigan seems to be primed to, and they fucking smoked them. I don't remember the final score of the game. John, maybe you can help me out on that. But and it got chippy right at the end.
They was right. They was about to fight.
The final score was 42-27.
So it was, and again, it looked closer than it actually was. Michigan absolutely skull fucked Ohio State. So shouts to Jim. Hopefully you might be in your first national championship game, dude. So
tournament's coming up.
Yep. And that being said, a lot of seasons were ended, and then 2 big moves were made. Brian Kelly was offered. So current at the time was the Penn State head coach. was offered, because Coach O is now no longer going to be in LSU. LSU offered him $95 million for 10 years to go coach down there, which Penn State has the money to pay him for.
Yeah.
They did not match it. He called. He was supposed to have an hour press conference with his team. He had the police escort him out after only talking to them for 11 minutes, and then just dipped on their ass. So he is now the new coach of the LSU team. And then the poor Penn State team had to answer questions to the media about the move, because Brian Kelly just,
because he want to win. He knew.
He was out of there.
He knew LSU, you can go there and fucking win. We've seen multiple coaches do it. So he's trying to, the recruiting that they do at LSU is good. He just knew, yo, my chances to win, I'm a winning coach. I think he has one of the highest winning records in college sports, like history and shit, like one of the most winningest coaches and shit. He went to Penn State. They ass ain't on shit. Trying to clean up that freaky ass organization, because we already know the freaky niggas that was there. So trying to clean up that freaky ass organization. I ain't forgot that freaky ass organization, and trying to clean it up. And them niggas is trash. He like, yo, I'm gonna go somewhere so I can win. And
shit, win and get motherfucking paid. God.
But he would have got the money from Penn State. He would have got the money. He just
Penn State. Well, that's the thing too. Penn State had the money to fucking pay him, and they were just like, yeah, no.
Okay, that's my point. I was gonna say they had the money, but they was gonna give him that.
Man,
especially for that long too.
Yeah, about to be
came
like
up, 5 years
from here, like 6-7 years from now, we're gonna be celebrating Brian Kelly dead.
Yeah.
Man, he already signed the contract before the offer even got to Penn State. He knew they ass wasn't gonna do shit. He like, yeah, I'm out this motherfucker. I signed this shit 2 weeks ago and shit. He said it happened. He didn't have time to tell his players because it happened so fast. You damn right it did. He saw that contract and said, yep.
So obviously it was posted all over the internet. Everyone went crazy over it. Shouts to my favorite guy on Barstool KFC. He does, the 1 minute mans or whatever. He was like, yo, why was that speech 11 minutes? He was like, that shit should have just been 1 minute. It's like, hey man, they're giving me $95 million. You guys kind of suck. I want to win. They have the money to pay me the $95 million. I would love to stay with you guys, but like, fuck you guys. I'm out of here, dude. Like, see ya. Like, that's it. Why is that 11 minutes? Why did you need 11 minutes?
They was talking about the hypocrisy in coaches being able to leave and it be for their own benefit. But
of course, yeah.
But when players do it, it's like, oh, he just want to go to school so he can better his chance of winning and getting drafted. Well, duh, motherfucker. That's the end goal. Like, these motherfuckers are here. This is the big show for the coaches. They getting their brand. They getting paid fucking professional salaries. It's not over for the college players. So of course they want to go somewhere where they have the best chances of winning, the best chances of getting scouted, and the best chances of getting recruited. If this school is fucking ass and I could swap real quick, of course, deuces, nigga, I'm gone. Like, but they look at players like some type of way and shit for doing shit like that. But coaches, we see the coaches now, they just like, how much money? Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm out. I'm out.
Fuck this place. Fuck a legacy. I'm out.
It happens all the time. And again, like, it's not fair to some of the players. So like, I have another take on like when coaches leave, or I think it's a little fucked up. Players leave because it's like, if you're, what's his name? Joe Burrow was in the same room as like Tua and fucking Jalen Hurts. And he was like, yo, fuck this. I'm not starting on this team. I'm out. And he goes to LSU where he has a chance to fucking start. It's not really about yourself, really. It's about like, yo, you promised me, and this is the other point that I'm going to try to make, is that when a coach recruits you, they kind of promise you like, hey man, like, I want you on my team because I want you to be the starting quarterback. And again, there's a little jadedness in there too, because it's like, you can promise my kid that he's going to be the starting quarterback, but that's because you heard that he might be going to Ohio State. So fuck you, Michigan, for fucking convincing me and my kid to go to you, and you're not even going to fucking play him because you don't want to go. You don't want him to go play for the other team that you have to worry about.
Right.
So and that's the other argument of it, where it's like, if you're a Brian Kelly, if you're a Lincoln Riley, we'll get to Lincoln Riley in a second. Obviously, the other news too, Lincoln Riley leaves Oklahoma. Doesn't really turn the franchise around, but is now going to USC. But it's like you promise these kids and you invest them, you invest in their families and you get so deep into their lives and you're like, all right, yo, fuck it, I'm out. I got a better opportunity.
So now you want me to stay here? It's like
that's worse to me, in my opinion.
It's like, because now it's like, yo, fuck this school and fuck that coach because y'all just sold me this dream. You saying you my guy, you're the guy, you're gonna do this and all this and shit, and then boom, season start. You're like, oh yeah, best of luck. I'll see y'all if we play y'all. Like, hell no, I'm out too. Fuck you. Like, fuck this school.
And it sucks for the schools because certain players go to that school to play for that coach, and when the coach leaves, it's like,
they out.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to commit to this school no more. I don't want to play for him. And they might follow him to whatever school he goes.
The other part of it too is so his contract wasn't. So now I'm back to Lincoln Riley. So his contract, it's not really out yet, but they're saying that USC might be in the same ballpark as it was in Oklahoma. So Riley had recently signed a $38.9 million contract extension in 2021. So right before 2021. So I'm assuming during the 2022 season, so 2020 season. And he was supposed to be with them from all the way up until the 2025-2026 season. And annually he's getting about 7.6 million. But the real tricky part is, well, not the tricky part, is that USC, like, I'm pretty sure just bought him like a private jet. So I think he told his family that he was like, oh, want to go to Japan. So they're just flying him him and his entire family on the private jet to Japan. And then the only other thing about it, Lincoln Riley has two dogs named Boomer, the other dog Sooner. So I think those dogs, I think you might put those dogs down because you're not or let them stay in Oklahoma.
Because stop playing, Peter gonna be at our ass.
Yeah. I mean, don't put him down, but like, he can't. You gotta change the dog's name.
He can't change the name. Dog ain't gonna answer to nothing else.
Yeah. So mascots?
No, just give them away. Give it to somebody.
Funny,
give it to a neighbor.
USC put up a post talking about USC is gonna be the mecca of football, and Oklahoma players was responding. Oklahoma player was like, LOL. And then Oklahoma player was like, you said that to us last week. Basically talking about you told us
they got smoked.
We didn't be the mecca.
Right. That's crazy. Any other college?
I believe the official rankings are out, so I just want to make sure because don't they do it on Sundays?
NBA? I mean basketball, or because the basketball ranking just came out.
Football is what I was thinking because of the Michigan State win.
Get that playoff.
Because the playoff is starting soon, which means we're gonna get Saturday NFL football game soon. Standings.
Right, because
I'm really gassy today.
College football is way bigger than the NFL.
In certain parts, it's definitely like regional, right? So it's like, I mean, certain people don't give a shit. I mean, I know that's the problem too, is that like, so obviously me and Jonny, born and raised in New York, it's like, what do we have? Fucking Rutgers?
Yeah, when you go up in the cities, when you go into big cities, I didn't watch college football until I became an adult, and I find players that I like, and I follow them and shit. Like, I really didn't have a team like. Miami used to really be my guys, like, because they had all the good tight ends, like they always had a dope tight end, and they always had like dope running backs. So I used to always follow the U, and then the crazy shit. Right. The U was always like a team that I always followed to see what craziness they had, because they had that history of being some wild ass niggas that could play ball, and they always had the dope cornerbacks, the dope DBs and shit. Like, Miami just always used to have like dope players, but they don't have that no more. And so
that's when they were the U.
Right, they were really the U, and
it's the Hurricanes now.
Big ass U chain and shit. Like they the Hurricanes now again. They the Hurricanes. They ain't been the U in a while.
Obviously, everyone knows that the top four teams. I mean, I think the top four teams are the teams that are actually the only ones in competition. So as I projected, I think, and again, I didn't know this information until just now, but Georgia is ranked number 2, Michigan is ranked number 3, Alabama ranked number 3, and Georgia and Alabama will be playing each other this Saturday at 4 p.m. CBS. Watch out for that game; should be interesting. And the 4th ranked team is Cincinnati. So really, can Cincinnati knock out Michigan? I don't think so. So you know what, man? Shouts to Jim. I really hope he wins his first FCF bowl, but I don't think that's going to happen. Georgia supposedly, from what I've seen, in very, very small fractions, because I only care about college football in the last 4 games. And then also draft implications. And we're going to get to the draft too. If the season ended today, somebody remind me of that because I will forget where teams, will be drafting.
We'll bring that back up in NFL.
Shouts to my guy Jim, and good luck for him, man. I want him to go. But you want to talk about college basketball already? Is it
just a little bit because the AP poll just came out. Duke is number 1 after beating Gonzaga. The top
and that DUI.
The top recruits for the NWA was supposed to be the 1 and 2 for this upcoming NBA draft. Played against each other. Dude with this fucking French name from Duke. I can't even pronounce his last name.
The DUI kid.
Was it the DUI kid? Pele. Something.
Pablo?
Are they the same guy? Are we talking about the same guy?
No.
Oh. Thought we were talking.
Yeah, so Duke is number 1 in the nation currently. This should change all the time. Purdue number 2, Gonzaga number 3, Baylor number 4. Although that Baylor is 7-0 as well. UCLA 6-1. I'm not gonna go.
Paolo Banchero.
Banchero.
That's the forward.
And that big linky ass white boy from Gonzaga.
I forgot his name. He's supposed to be. He was
dope. He was killing in high school and shit, and he's playing pretty decent.
Chet Holmgren.
Yeah. White American white basketball players usually don't transition good in the NBA. So, but we will see. How many, like that's a fact though. Like how many good American basketball players
JJ Redick
that really transition into superstardom in the NBA?
Well, I can name one. Kevin Love.
Kev Love. Okay. Give me
JJ Redick.
JJ Redick he was a solid NBA player, but he wasn't an NBA star.
He wasn't a star.
An elite shooter.
He was one of the greatest shooters and
Larry Bird.
Right. Okay. See, look at the gap.
Yeah. I'm trying to name current ones. I'm trying to name current ones.
You talking about recent?
Yeah. Current ones.
In the last 10 years. White American. Tyler Hero was not even that guy in college.
Steve Nash. Oh, well, you talking about college?
Steve Nash is from Canada.
Yeah. All right, you're talking about college players.
He's Canadian, but he did go to college in the U.S.
I'm on it.
Okay. So you say Steve Nash. Look how long ago. Steve Nash is now a coach. Yeah. So a head coach. So again, who currently within the last 5 to 10 years, white NBA players went from college. Gordon Hayward was okay. He had his moment.
Duncan Robinson.
Yeah,
right, Duncan Robinson. No, he's a elite shooter.
Joe Harris.
Joe Harris is okay. That's a solid one.
Brooke Lopez.
Brooke Lopez ain't white.
He not white?
He's Spanish, but
yes.
Oh, assume with that last name.
Lopez.
Alex Caruso.
Caruso.
That's my guy.
Kevin Adams from New Zealand. Kristaps is not from this country. Tyler Hero's there. He's not from this country. Siberian.
Hero look like he's on his way to be a star. He is.
Right.
We said Gordon Hayward. Yeah,
I said Gordon Hayward.
Potentially Tyler Hero. But
y'all said Kevin Love.
Yeah, we said Kevin Love. That's the only definite that we have. Kevin Love is the only definite.
John Stockton.
Yeah, look how deep you going, bro.
Jimmer Fredette.
Jimmer was my guy.
Jimmer was the guy, dude.
Yeah, and Brooke Lopez pops is Cuban.
All right.
You see Robin? That nigga Robin is a whole Spanish man.
Yeah. I forgot. They just look white.
I
forgot their last name was Lopez.
But
I just looked up a list real quick. It said top 20 white NBA players right now, and Brooke Lopez was on there. I don't know why.
Because he light skinned. But I'm just saying again. You said Kevin Love. All the rest of the good, the sashes in the NBA are foreigners. They ain't from the States. The white players have great college careers, but they don't transition that well into
Buddy
the NBA.
Boeheim.
Chandler Parsons.
Chandler Parsons. I ain't heard that name in so damn long.
Well, he had a career though.
We're talking about decade though too. That's the other part.
Well, technically, Sabonis' son was born in America because his pops was playing ball out here when he was born. So,
yeah, okay, his big ass Russian daddy, his Russian roots,
Lithuanian, but he plays for the Lithuanian team. I'm saying, but American could claim that he was born here.
What team he played for?
Played for Lithuania.
He ain't. We can't claim him, bro.
You Lithuanian, son.
He can't play. He can't. We can't claim him.
But he was born in Portland. That's the United States.
Nah, bro. Nah.
So
bro.
he's not an American white though.
Yeah, he's not an American white, bro. We can't. You can't give him that. I'm sorry. He repping Lithuania.
Yeah, listen.
So the point
if there was a quarterback position or an offensive lineman position, there'd be so many white guys in the NBA.
So many.
Unfortunately.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Unfortunately, it don't work out that way in the NBA. But let's jump into the NBA. Since we talk about college basketball, let's go ahead and transition into the NBA. Right now, as we record this episode, top 2 in the West is going Phoenix Suns versus the Warriors.
That's happening.
Game winning streak.
Right. They on a winning streak right now.
17 for the Phoenix Suns.
It's 17 now?
17 because the last game was 17.
Okay. I don't know how many. I just know they on a winning streak. I know it's something like that.
I know it's in the teams.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so Golden State and this team and the Suns, everyone is predicting to be the early Western Conference Finals. Now we all know it depends on how the shit, how rackets work
Yeah,
out.
but it all depends on the matchups. Like you might play a team that's not a suitable matchup for you and get sent home first.
That's
exactly.
True. That's
exactly.
True.
We see it happen all the time. But John, with the way the teams are constructed right now, could you see these two being the top dogs and meeting in the Western Conference?
I think Golden State is a lot for the West Conference Finals. I think they're It's just that who they're gonna face is to be determined. Listen, did y'all see Clay? He's nearing a return.
Well, him and Wiseman just signed with their G League team. So both of them should be back very soon.
And Wiseman's 7 feet, so all he has to do realistically is when they're passing the ball, finish at the rim and block shots and grab rebounds. He doesn't have to do too much. He's 7 feet tall.
Word, and having Wiseman and Drew down there together, that's gonna be crazy.
Stop calling phony me, son.
You look like Kevon Looney.
No, I don't.
He's been playing good right now. So having Drew and Wiseman down there, that shit gonna make for some good ball, man.
Oh, talking about NBA, Bron got the COVID. He's gonna be out.
Brian got the COVID.
Hey, John. So, all right, John. Conspiracy corner. Is this the NBA's way to finally push LeBron out?
COVID?
No, it's LeBron's way.
He finally got suspended,
Okay.
Shit, right?
Yeah.
And now, even though he's vaccinated, John, you know what I mean? Open your third eye, you know what I mean? How's the players vaccinated get COVID? I thought COVID's supposed to prevent it, even though it really just symptoms. But that's not how vaccines work, because that's how vaccines work. But yeah, you open your third eye, John. Let's hear it, son.
Man, this is LeBron's way.
I don't think LeBron's ever punched anybody before.
This is LeBron's way of not being accountable for how ass the Lakers are playing right now.
Yo.
John,
this is Lakers version. This is Lakers version of what Pop used to do with his players. What's that shit called?
Load management.
Load management. This is the COVID and gave people another angle in regards to load management. Cause ain't nobody gonna fucking question it. I got COVID, nigga. I'm missing. Okay, go ahead. Miss this week. Yeah, go ahead. I got COVID. That's easy.
Yeah.
Once he get the COVID out, then he gonna start with the mental illness shit. Cause that's another one you can't argue with. Like, LeBron don't want to be a part of this sucky shit. He want them to get a 7 or 8 seed. He gonna come fresh legs, and then he gonna make his late season push. Yeah, that's what they on.
Back to my whole no one ever agrees with me on it, but like regular season doesn't fucking matter in the NBA. Like this is cool, this is fun, like I love it, like it's nice, like next
regular season kind of does matter in the NBA.
It matters for seeding, really. It matters for seeding.
It don't matter right now though.
No, especially right now. Yeah, especially right now.
And that's why he can do it.
Right now, you take games off right now.
Yo, I really hate him, dog. I hate him. He's such a bad person.
Hate is a strong word.
Hate.
Like, I just hate. I hate his whole.
Kevin, he does hate him, bro. He's been hating him ever since this whole damn podcast been started.
Bro,
even before that.
I don't hate him, bro.
I guess I haven't still haven't forgiven him for the decision and the way he handled the decision after.
It was mad. It
was so corny. And then you want to know when I like respected LeBron? Like there was one moment when I actually respected him as a person.
Okay.
When he straight up was like, "Yeah, I'm the bad guy. What's up?
Space Jam
Suck
2?
my dick.
I thought
I'm the greatest." No, but like that's what I'm saying. Like when he literally like played the role as the villain.
Oh yes, because I'm the best player in the NBA.
Yeah, I'm the best player in the NBA. Suck my dick.
But what was so?
That's what. Listen, you want to know what? I respect the shit out of Brady. I hate his guts, but I respect the shit out of him. You know why? Because he's like, suck my dick. I'm the best. Eat it. You know what I mean? So hey, listen, I gotta shut my mouth.
He respect the stamp that he's bold enough, because a lot of these niggas be too friendly and they be playing, doing the politics. So for a player to come out and say, I am the best, to nowadays in sports, the OGs used to always, I'm the best, I don't care. But now for you to say you the best now, it's kind of like not a good thing in the sense of media wise, because they look at you like, oh, look at this arrogant.
Look at this me guy. No, fuck that, dude. Fucking your shit, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, you know what I'm the most proud of you? When you stand up for yourself and you talk your shit.
Oh, thank you.
It goes the same thing with sports.
Got you. But some unfortunate news in the NBA. John Morant got injured.
Oh, what happened?
Yeah, he can't doing what John Morant does, and I always say I don't like the way he be coming down.
But he doing all that Dwayne Wade shit, son.
Derrick Rose.
All that Derrick Rose, all that Allen Iverson, all that Baron Davis just jumping out the building type shit. And they be frail as hell. He mad little. The nigga weigh 85 pounds.
That nigga is frail. Yo, he is frail though.
That nigga do miss every weight day. Every day in the weight room, he do not come. So
part of his shit, bro. Part of his shit.
And so unfortunately he had a significant a knee injury a couple of games ago.
How long is he sidelined for?
Right now, it say a couple of weeks, but it don't say much.
I forgot that they said. I should have researched
left knee sprain. He had a left knee sprain.
It could have been worse, but it's not.
Friday against when they played the Hawks.
Yo, Dev.
Yes.
How was yours and LeVar's moment the other night? Where
I was so proud. I was so proud. Watching my boys play, man.
The happiest people on the earth was LeVar and Devin Johnson that night, son.
Happy watching that game because those are my guys.
They were really going at it too.
They guard each other looking like a picture happy moment and shit. Everybody's taking snapshots.
Joe wasn't playing with Melo. He was sticking hard D on him and shit. He like, yo, I know your moves.
Hey, they family. Hey,
come on, man. Yo, it was a great sight to see, man. Both had good games, but the Bulls, of course, pulled off the win like they do because Bulls kicking ass. But yeah, it was good seeing that, Drew. Made me a happy and proud man. I think I almost cried a little bit. I might get a jersey. I'm gonna give me a jersey. Maybe.
Like,
It's gonna be a ball jersey. It's gonna be half Bulls, half Charlotte.
Oh my god.
oh my god.
Down the middle and shit. That's kind of funny. You know how they used to have the NBA jerseys with the two colors.
You know, it's crazy. They both wore the same number, so it worked.
Same number, same last name. It's just easy. Easy.
I don't love this. Just so you know, I don't love this. I hate this version.
Why?
I just don't, I hate this version of Drew or Dev. I really hate this version of you.
Why? Because I love those guys.
It's treading into that, like, you know, you be getting on us for dick eating, you know.
Oh yeah, it's full mouth, no homo. Oh my! I just said I get on everybody. When you dick eating, you dick eating. Look.
Yeah, you're doing the same thing though. Like right now, you honestly, I think we could all argue you do the most dick eating.
Oh my!
Why you say that?
I just think that
I'm just consistent.
There's always for you, right? There's always, you know, like where it's like we're all pretty consistent, right? Like, you know, you dick eat the Yankees, you know, because that's our team, we root for them,
right.
And, you know. But it's like you like, oh, Zion, ooh, that's a man. You know, ooh.
Zion. Then there was LaMelo. Like Lonzo. Gelo, son.
Let's get the smut off my name. First off, the people that you name, I've been following for a long time. So therefore, I'm happy to see the progression and see them grow in their careers because I've been watching all these guys since high school.
So when you dick eat them, you want to see them grow,
bruh.
While it's in there,
I didn't say none of that.
They grow, it's not show us, bro.
I didn't say none of that. Dude, what are you talking about, bro? I ain't saying none of that. I'm not saying none of that. I'm just saying
this podcast is officially off the rails.
I follow their careers, and I'm happy to see them be successful, especially the Balls and LeVar, with everybody going against them and going against my guy LeVar and making him out to be this fucking bad guy. And he's
nobody was going against LeVar, bro.
Come on.
Everyone did. Yeah,
everybody was sick because they wouldn't let the kids have their shine, though. They
don't like seeing proud black men raising their fucking kids.
That's what it is. That's what it is.
That's exactly what it is.
No, that's exactly what it is, dude. I get it.
They don't like to see
the media was not kind.
They weren't jacking. They weren't jacking that shit.
But
the media was not jacking the shit when they said out the womb. They said the kid was better than Michael Jordan without even doing anything.
You said jacking their what?
They weren't jacking when he said the kids was better than Michael Jordan without them ever doing anything. That's why they. That's where the hate was from.
I'm not gonna make it a black thing. I'm just saying that the media doesn't like when a parent is.
They don't like when a parent talks too much.
They don't like when a parent is boasting about their kids. They don't like seeing they hate that shit when a parent say my kid is fucking this and have that belief and they fucking structure their kids to be great and they public about it and they open about it, they speak their shit, they talk their shit. Mm-hmm. Fucking the media don't like that. They want everybody to be all humble and bashful and all this goofy shit.
It's fucking whack, dude.
The confidence we were just talking about in LeBron and Brady. Like, I like to see that in my athletes.
Yeah. I just don't, I guess my only problem with it is that I don't want the guy that's not doing the thing to do the thing. Like, I don't need the mouthpiece, you know what I mean? Like, I don't need like the Rottweiler type shit. Like, it's like, yo, don't let your daddy talk his shit. You never say that.
You never say that about Jimmy Hart. You never say that about Jimmy Hart.
Who? Jimmy Hart.
Who? Jimmy. You ain't never say Jimmy Hart can't talk. You ain't never say none of these motherfuckers can't talk.
Hey. I'm sorry for our millennial.
Was a wrestler, bro.
I'll try to make a point real quick. I'm sorry for all of our listeners, all four of you that were born in 1990 and maybe 1989. Dev just made a fucking 1980s reference when nobody was watching wrestling because we weren't even considered. As a 44-year-old man, You just made a reference to something that I was completely aware of.
I'm just saying.
But I guarantee you, I would not have liked that.
I get your point, but
there's a manager, there's a
but-
mouthpiece, there's somebody who represent a particular athlete to talk
Nigga, that's
their
also
shit.
wrestling though.
Okay, there's somebody talk their shit. It happens in fucking boxing too. We ain't never said nothing about Don King and none of that shit. We love that shit.
Yeah, true, but that's a promoter.
Don King wasn't your dad.
Weird.
It's the same.
No, fighters are different because they're weird. They can't promote themselves. But I fucks with like a Conor. I fucks with like a Nate Diaz. I fucks with a Floyd Mayweather. I fucks with
saying, when you have representation that believe in your skill and believe in the work that you're doing, and you might not have the mouthpiece to do so, ain't nothing wrong with your people saying suck his dick, no homo, because he is the man.
Yeah. All right, cool. All right, fine. You got it. I still don't.
I was getting the point, but my point was, in wrestling, the managers usually they be switching sides. He on your side one night, and he'll coach you in the match.
Yeah, Paul Heyman, perfect example.
Right. He's on Lonzo's side. He's on Melo's side. He's on Gelo's side, and it's all in the
same side, though. That's not.
It's all the same.
And it's all in the family. Fuck out of here. Them guys, they're gonna be the greatest, and they're gonna be better than Michael Jordan. I'm just bullshit. I'm just
yeah, you see?
I mean, you never know.
I'm just talking. Also,
I still want my big baller brand sneakers.
Man, them shits ain't never coming out.
I can put some big balls in your sneaker.
Bruh.
If you need.
DeMarcus Cousins signed with the Bucks recently.
Oh yeah.
1 year deal. Signed with the Bucks.
Like, what is going on with Boogie, man? Like this dude, I feel like here he signs a 1 year deal.
Because he's injury prone.
Just be a goon on the team though.
Yeah, be a goon.
Like just be a goon, be a dude that it's like, oh shit, they got DeMarcus. It's like, yo, who cares though?
Did he get a ring with the Lakers?
John?
Technically, yeah. Was he on the team?
He's on the team, but he did get cut before the season finished.
Because I know it's like once you're on the team.
I know he technically got it. Yeah, you get it.
But he definitely got cut that season to open up a roster spot. Because when we signed him, he got
remember that year Deion Waiters got a ring from whatever team that was going like win the championship. It was like Miami and LA. Like he was gonna get a ring regardless. Because Deion Waiters, the bubble season, he did half the season with Miami, and then he went over to LA. So regardless of who won, he got a ring. Although the Lakers won, but Deion Waiters was going to get a ring because of the amount of time that he spent with the organization. So
that makes sense.
I think he does have a championship because he was on the team to start the year.
So yeah, it's like
they gave him a ring.
Yeah, it's like if you on a team at the certain time period, you automatically
you played 80% of the games or whatever.
It was Deion Waiters though. I think it was somebody else.
Deion Waiters didn't play at all for the Lakers.
Deion Waiters,
I think you might be on the roster for, like I said, 80% of the or 70%.
Right.
Maybe even 65. Right. It might even be that high.
Yeah, you on the active roster. But Deion Waiters, the bubble season, Deion Waiters played for the Lakers and
he did. Yeah, so he won with the Lakers. So yeah.
So and he got one, but regardless of who won, he was gonna get a ring because of how much time he spent in both organizations.
That's kind of fucking corny.
I don't like that. That's the participation. It's not really. It's just basically just skirting the rules. You was on the team while just because you didn't finish, the team won a fucking ring. So
that's like when the fucking like the equipment manager that be fucking.
It's participation trophy.
Fucking ring. Yeah, fuck out of here, yo.
It's a participation trophy.
But Boogie, welcome back to the league, man. Hopefully he played in Milwaukee.
You're gonna play. Brook Lopez been out, and they've been starting Giannis' brother at center.
Yeah,
so Cousins might get some playing time over there.
Also, Enes Kanter has changed his name. Did y'all see that?
Yes.
No.
Enes Kanter Freedom.
Enes Kanter Freedom. So his last name is now his middle name.
And it's Freedom.
You know, he's been beefing with LeBron and a lot of the top players for
he's been beefing for a minute now.
Well, he's been talking about, you know, the China workshops and shit, you know, the shoe shops and the underpaid slaves and LeBron.
Yo, he better be careful, man. He gonna get disappeared.
He gonna get disappeared.
Yeah, yo, China don't play.
So
They do not play.
Hey, yeah, you know, we
Just so you know, this podcast does not recognize Taiwan as a free nation because it's China's.
He's going to. Nah, it's their players just going to get disappeared. It doesn't happen with every other foreigner player.
It's like John Cena and shit up here trying to
speak Mandarin.
Yeah, speak Mandarin and shit.
Apologizing
and shit. But yeah,
no, we ain't apologizing. What are we apologizing for? We on Team China,
right?
Exactly. I mean, they ain't do nothing wrong.
So, and his character, he's a big philanthropist and big activist for freedoms around the world, and so therefore he changed his name to back up everything that he's been fighting for. He's still calling out NBA players for not standing up and addressing these issues and stuff. Brian told him, like, bro, you can hit me on the cell. We can talk about it. Instead of capping on social media and shit.
Yeah, LeBron was like, I'm gonna show you how to make money. You just basically say whatever China says. Don't disagree with them. Because we sell man jerseys over there.
So who got the better name? Anis Cantor Freedom or Meta World Peace?
I mean, come on, bro. It's Meta World Peace.
Meta World Peace. What
are we doing? What are we doing here?
Meta World Peace done started the whole shit. Now we're about to be in the meta universe and people buying up.
He was the first one. He was on game.
Yeah, he was
pioneer, dog.
Ahead of his time and shit. What else going on in the NBA? Kemba Walker.
Yep, man. Removed from the starting rotation. So I actually heard this stat. So the Knicks defensively are in the top 3 when it comes to defense when Kemba Walker is not on the court.
Yeah.
And then when he is on the court, we are the worst defensive team in the league.
He's a mad defensive liability. And I think that is with both of them, Evan Fournier and Kemba Walker. They're like a really defensive liability when they're both out on the floor at the same time. Like,
so I woke up to this disgusting trade. I sent it to you. Nerlens Noel, Evan Fournier, Kemba Walker for again trading to the Lakers for.
I mean, Russell Westbrook doesn't help on defense either, so.
Which I hate that trade. But
it doesn't help on defense either because Russell Westbrook, I don't know, is a defensive liability in himself.
I like Nerlens Noel. I like Fournier. I don't want to lose them. I don't like it. I'm not saying Russ is a cancer.
Yeah.
Walking triple-double.
I think it works. It works better. It don't work for either one because both of them have defensive issues. Lakers' fucking problem right now is they don't play no damn defense. So, like, none of them niggas play D. So why would they go and get somebody else two motherfuckers that don't play D? And then you bring Russ over who don't play no fucking D. Tibbs would be on his ass. Like, Tibbs would put his ass on the bench. Tibbs don't give a fuck who you are.
Yeah, he really don't. Yeah, he don't care.
Give a fuck who you are. Russ come over here. He will put Russ ass on the bench. Like, Tibbs do not give a fuck. If you don't fall into his scheme and his play style, he don't care. So that's not a win for either team because both of them are struggling defensively. Like, that's the issue, especially with the Lakers. Lakers like fucking 26 in defensive efficiency right now. And so, like, yikes. They don't fucking need Kemba Walker or Evan Fournier. Like, they don't need that right now. That's dumb as hell. That's a horrible.
Yeah, it was gross. It was gross. I saw it everywhere.
I mean, I say they need points because Russell Westbrook is also defensive liability and he's not a reliable scorer. He's not a reliable scorer.
He's not a reliable three-point shooter.
Shooter.
Yeah, he'll get to the basket, but he ain't a reliable shooter. That's facts. Also, KD passed Allen Iverson on the all-time scoring list. He is now number 25, and they suspect by the end of his career.
Man, everybody passing up Ray Allen with these records, bro. Like,
Ray Allen was that's what happens.
I said Allen Iverson. He just passed up.
Oh, Allen Iverson. Okay, I bet.
And by the end of his career, they expect KD to play another decade or so. He could get in the top 5 all-time scoring.
He could do that.
Yeah, he definitely do that.
How far off is he?
That's easy. I
don't
mean,
even
like,
know.
was he
I don't know what
32?
he's 25 right now.
He's 25th on the list.
Oh, 25.
Yeah. Yeah. So I don't know.
No, I'm talking about KD's age. KD's
I
like
don't
what,
know.
32?
Yeah, I think he's early 30s, somewhere around there. So I don't see him playing another decade, but I could give him like 8 years.
Another decade, yeah. I don't know, man. Yeah, maybe 8. I was gonna say.
Especially again, the way he play, he could shoot, and he don't have to be KD forever. He could be fucking transition to like a Ray Allen type of player where he just a fucking assassin. Yeah, spot up shooter type shit. So, but that's all my NBA. Unless y'all have something pressing that y'all want to, anything crazy happen this week that you want to address in
Yeah,
NBA?
we covered everything. NBA.
There was some boxing this week, John.
There was boxing this week. There was a boxing match this week.
Did you watch it?
No, I was in my place this week. It was on
Saturday.
Saturday.
Right.
Who boxed this week?
Teofimo Lopez versus 1 second.
I thought it was a bigger fight. It's not that big of a deal. I thought it was just a bigger fight.
He's up and coming fighter, but Teofimo Lopez versus George Kambosos.
And George Kambosos knocked him out, right?
Holy shit.
Yeah, I saw that.
He won by split decision. Split.
The Australian guy.
Yo, shouts to Melo. So I just pulled up I just wanted to see, obviously I knew that Kareem and Karl Malone were at the top. All-time leading scorers. So does anybody want to take a guess who the number 3 is?
Carmelo Anthony?
Nope. LeBron. Number 4 is Kobe.
Yeah, number 5 is Jordan.
Number 5 is Jordan. But then this is the list that kind of I'm like, hey, hello. So you got Dirk at 6, Wilt, you expected at 7, Shaquille at 8, Carmelo at 9. Melo's in the top 10. Let's fucking go. You talking about all this fucking Melo. No, he's LaMelo until he passes Carmelo. The Melo.
You got it. You got it. I'm not going to
Tim Duncan's also 15. That was also weird for me. Vince Carter's in the top 20.
Carter's for a bucket.
And that's why niggas was saying that Vince Carter should have been in that top 75 versus a lot of other motherfuckers that was in there.
Yeah, the top 75 was kind of like for players that they left out. I mean, it was
they did a few players dirty, but we already discussed that. But yeah,
and then no one's ever going to beat Kareem, right? That's just not gonna.
It's too much. There's too much goddamn points, bro.
My whole thing is, with the way the NBA is shaped, I don't see any of those scoring records staying other than fucking like 100 points a game, like those big ass, like those big individual records, but the scoring list. The way the NBA is shaping, it's a scoring league now. I see that changing over time. I definitely
so you see somebody definitely passing up Kareem and being number 1 scorer in the NBA over Kareem.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, everybody think LeBron is going to be the next one to do it. And again, LeBron is at the end of his career in the scoring era of basketball.
I mean, he's close, but he's got 7,000 more to go.
That's a lot.
That's a lot of fucking points.
Also, Kareem did last year.
You guys want to hear a crazy stat? Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, leading scorer in the NBA of all time, 18 3-point attempts. You want to know how many he made?
17.
1.
He did that all in the paint, bro. Skyhooks was lethal.
That's fucking was lethal, crazy.
Yeah.
Also notable player to only.
But again, that goes.
You make 1 in the top 10. Shaquille O'Neal.
But that goes back to my belief in regards to where we are in the NBA, because none of these motherfuckers are shooting 2s no more.
They're throwing up 3s.
Hey, everything is outside. So
and 4 players having at a higher
so 40. Right, you seeing motherfuckers hit 30, 40 on a regular now. Like it's happening more often than. And Kareem, the feat for Kareem is crazy because for him to put up so many points, where fucking half the time he was there, wasn't even 3-pointers even in the fucking league, and then most of everything he did was in the paint. So
it's fucking crazy.
So for him to do that, and with the game being the way it was at that time, is fucking crazy. But I just think because of the way the rules are set up for the shooters and everybody's shooting outside, it's just a matter of time before we get somebody consistent like us, Steph Curry, or somebody of that ish that eventually touch that top of the scoring. Especially when it comes to scoring.
I mean, you would think Steph Curry would be the one to like, since you say like threes are like the mad dominant, pick the person that's shooting the most amount of threes right now, Steph Curry. Yeah. I mean, I'm not even talking about LeBron because just like you said, LeBron is at really the tail end of his career. Like, how many years is LeBron going to keep on being this? Yeah. Yes. He's still got 7,000. Like, that's a lot of points. You will pick the best scorer, which is right now Steph Curry, to do this shit, right? Yeah. To even try to beat that, to even try to beat Kareem.
Right.
Like, I don't know.
Points. That's a lot of points, though. That is a lot of points for
a lot of fucking points
to get to.
All right, okay. I'm sorry. I was being a little. It's 6,000 now that I actually look at the numbers.
That's still a fucking lot.
Still a lot of fucking points.
I'm just, again, especially just looking at where LeBron is in his career and putting up that amount of points. I don't know what's like the season average of how many points per season. Like,
he is only 3,000 points away from finishing 2 all time, passing Karl Malone. But maybe he'll get there.
Even that's a lot.
LeBron got max, like, I want to say like 2 years max, bro. Like, I'm 2-3 years max, bro. Like,
that's a lot of fucking points to make. But that's NBA. Yeah, that's NBA. Any other bullshit sport shit we need to talk about before we get into the NFL?
Good.
One thing we could talk about the story I was telling you about as I read when we was talking. Me and Dev was waiting for everybody off.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
So is this kid who used to play college football. He used to play for the University of Central Florida. His name is Otis Anderson Jr. He was shot and killed by his pops.
Hayden.
Due to a dispute that his girlfriend's dog had bit his pops, and they got into a verbal altercation. And that's how the story goes. They said they looked like they was about to fight. They went their separate ways. The pop came back in the house, went to the kitchen where the son was at, shot him. And after he got shot, the mother grabbed something from the house and started beating the father with it. And then the father turned around and shot the mother. And that's where the story went. But it's just like, damn, what the fuck?
Damn.
And the lady and her dog are still alive.
Mm-hmm. Goes to show you.
This shit's crazy. It's fucked up.
Nah, that is ultra fucked up. But
condolences.
Goes to show you what, Ed. Goes to show you what, Ed.
Goes to show you. Although I'm a happily married man. But bitches ain't shit, yo, man. Come on.
Yo, come on.
Right. Don't get a dog that you can't train, period. Like, dogs shouldn't bite you, like, especially people that they have come to know. And again, that's on the owner. I blame, again, pit bulls get a fucking bad rap. Rottweilers get a bad rap. That's because their owners are fucking scumbags. And they fucking train them to, like, be dicks. And they don't fucking tell them to stop when they stop. You should be able to put your hand in your dog's food bowl, period. Point blank. No dog should bite unless, again, of course, the person is an aggressor.
Right.
Yeah, that's true.
That's more like, I don't like how people, again, that's why I don't have a dog, because I'm not going to be home enough to take care of it. So,
yeah,
I love dogs.
I believe that.
Look, I'm still,
cats
I'm not
live all day in the crib, be by themselves, and I do shit, just change their, water, their litter, give them food.
Yeah, cats are the shit, man. They don't even fucking want you. They don't even want to be in the house.
They don't even like you. Cats.
Yeah, they don't even fucking. Yeah.
Look, I ain't have no pets. I'm still getting blamed for a turtle dying in Berkeley.
Oh yeah, RP the Berkeley Turtles.
I'm still getting blamed. I'm still getting blamed for that. So I'm traumatized. I don't need no animals. I'm still getting blamed for that. But let's get into the NFL. Can we do that?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, we can do that.
Absolutely.
Now this was the Thanksgiving week of football.
This week was football.
This week was trash, bro. I swear to God,
it was trash. This
week was amazing.
Week 12. John won. Finally, clap it up for John. John won the OSA pool as well as the Don's Bowl. John is the winner, finally taking home some money. John had a great week. So let's kick it off with Thursday night football and then take us through it.
Thursday early morning football. 12:30 start. Wackest game of the week, as John said. Don't really want to talk too much about this game. There was a moment where I thought the Lions were finally going to pull one off. But I don't know what, I guess it was just really time management. I think, the Bears held onto the ball right at the end there. All they needed to do was kick a field goal to win it. Final score of that was 14-16 in favor of the Bears. Discount Carson Palmer, Andy Dalton, 317 yards and a touchdown.
Red rifle.
Red rifle is back. Jared Goff did his best with his 2 little touchdowns, but DeAndre Swift going down in this game ultimately, I think, is what led to the loss. Jamal Williams is a good running back, but definitely on 15 attempts for 65 yards is not great. But what are you going to do? Next game, Cowboys Raiders. That was a fun game. It actually went late fourth quarter. It turned into like a legit football game. Come back to tie it up. To 33-33. Cowboys get the ball in overtime, but could not execute. And the Raiders go down the field and kick the game-winning field goal. Hunter Renfrow had his best game of his career. 8 receptions on 134 yards, and we lost Darren Waller. A lot of injuries this week. Tons of injuries.
And Cowboys coach got COVID.
Yes.
Right. Go ahead, John. Let's hear it.
How about them Cowboys? Woo,
they're still 7-4 at the top of your division.
That's cool.
I mean,
they're gonna lose a couple more games.
They're still at the top of your division.
Because they didn't play nobody, and now look.
And Washington got them a wild card spot where the Giants are.
Yeah, exactly. Washington football team. We're gonna get into the Washington football team. I fucking love the Washington football team. Taylor Heineke is my fucking guy, dude. Like, he is just so. And there was another poll too out. Like, would you want Scary Terry or DK Metcalf?
Yeah. I was gonna bring.
I want Scary Terry.
And I think I want Scary Terry too. I think
I want Scary Terry.
Athleticism goes on DK side, but I think skill goes on Scary Terry side.
Yeah, and DK runs like 2 routes. He runs a slant.
Yeah.
And he runs a go.
DK he's a beast. He's
a bully. Yeah, I mean, athletic freak.
Yeah.
But as far as like making the adjustments on the ball, you know, football awareness, football IQ.
Where you can put him on the field, you can line up Scary.
You can line him up in the slot. You can put him in, at the 1, at the Y, the Z, the X. It doesn't matter where the fuck you put him. He could probably fucking run jet sweeps, just like the 49ers are using Deebo Samuel. We'll get into that too, because that's something else. And then the final game, Bills are back, but I don't know for how long.
Are they?
Also there was wasn't there an injury? Cowboys, CeeDee Lamb was out with COVID, I think. And Amari, both of them.
Yeah, concussion.
Concussion protocol. It was a short week. They play Sunday, so
and then what was with Amari Cooper? That was the other thing too. Is that the Cowboys still scored 33
He's
points.
out for COVID. He was out for COVID.
Okay, that's what it was. Yeah. All right. I thought Amari gave CD the COVID, traction or whatever the fuck they call it. They were next to each other or whatever, wide receiver room. Bills are kind of back, but Trevor Siemian, finally, this project is over. Taysom Hill will be now taking over for the New Orleans Saints. The final score of that game, 31-6. I'm going to be fully honest. Did not watch the game, but Josh.
I don't even know why Trevor Siemian was even there.
I don't get it, man. It makes no sense. It makes no sense. Well, I think
there.
Where's Taysom Hill?
Taysom was hurt. I remember when Jameis went down. So they're like, fuck it, ride the hot hand. You know, but then he was healthy like the second week Jameis was out. So
that tells you that they don't trust Taysom Hill to be in there for a whole game, bro.
No, but Taysom Hill he's been dealing with a foot injury. He has a flash yard. I'm pronouncing that shit all wrong, but it's flash yard paniatis, some shit like that.
Plantar fasciitis.
Whatever.
I would love to say because I have flat feet and I have severe issues of plantar fasciitis. My wife calls it something else, and I can't say it on air.
No, I got flat feet. That should be heard certain days.
All right, ready? I'm gonna say it, but you got to bleep this. Alyssa calls it plantar.
Okay.
It's so bad.
That will
anyway.
Be bleeped.
Yeah. My wife is not a nice person sometimes. Love her to death. Not a nice person.
Listen, dope.
Yeah. Okay. Next up, we might as well talk Sunday night or Sunday afternoon.
Okay, so hold on. Before we do it, here's all the scores for this week. Mm-hmm. Sunday, here's the full scale scores. You can catch it on the OSA IG. TikTok now. We on TikTok now.
Oh, we on TikTok.
Twitter.
We on TikTok.
You want to do some OSA TikTok dances for us. You're gonna get our views up.
Word. You're gonna do all the dances in the jersey and shit. We're gonna get you your favorite team. So we're gonna get you half Jets, half Ravens jersey, half Knicks, half Nets quarters, all 4 quarters.
Jersey. Oh, you gotta have LeBron on there too, though.
Oh, I forgot.
And Miami.
Damn, you got too many teams, bro. We got to get patches then. Like the jersey, like the pants you see back in the day.
Like a star jacket?
Like with the patches. We got to get you just a black jersey with patches on it. So we're going to do that. You're going to do all the TikTok.
And we gonna need a half 49ers jersey and half 40 Vikings jersey for you. So
right,
yeah, of course. Yeah.
I'm like that.
Let's go.
Yeah, we got to get to that game too.
Yeah. We'll get to it. We'll get to it. But John, I want you to take the lead on the Eagles-Giants game because I did not watch it because I was too busy watching my Jets defeat the Texans. But the G-men are back.
You played like the defense plays out.
Back to what?
To being above.
No, they're not 500 yet.
To not being the third best worst team in the league.
We're 4-7, but
they're back. They're back to being the third best. No, they're not. I was about to say third in their division, but they're not third.
They are back to being the second best bad team in the NFL.
Okay, cool.
What I'll say is
we'll go with that one.
The Giants played great defense for 3 quarters. 3 of the 4 quarters played great defense. Because in the third quarter, the Eagles rest for 100 yards. But Jalen Hurts was hot. You know, it was a hot Eagles team. Everybody's talking about
Jalen Hurts also threw 2 touchdowns that didn't count, but
he threw 3 picks, right?
Threw 3 picks also.
But he threw three touchdowns that didn't count.
He threw 3 picks, but he could have had like 5 or 6 for the game. Giants defenders dropped some that he put in the Giants' hand. So, but that last play, Rieger should have caught that because we would have caught that on the 4th and 10. We would have caught that. I think that would have been the game-winning touchdown pass right there. But he dropped it, and that's how the Giants beat the Eagles. But overall, the Giants defense played great for 3 quarters.
Wait. How do you throw for 3 touchdowns that don't count? They was out of bounds.
They called him back.
Yeah.
3
whack flags that didn't shouldn't have counted from what I saw on Red Zone.
Yeah.
Okay.
Should have counted.
I'm not gonna lie, Jalen Hurts just had a bad day throwing the ball. He just like I said,
they was on his
Philly
ass
still
though.
Scares me.
That line was on that. Philly again. I like Jalen Hurts. He's starting to come around more and more every week. But Giants to give Giants some credit. The defense is definitely what won that game for them because offense is still ass. Saquon got injured, right?
No, he played. He showed a flash.
But he was
He had
yeah.
a 30-yard run. He was looking like, he was looking like Saquon. But other than that,
40 yards though on 13 attempts isn't great.
No, but I'm just saying, other than that, the offensive line of the Giants played shit. You know how the Giants scored their touchdown? Someone from Philly who I think was playing.
Oh, it was the old lineman, right?
He was like a second string or third string tight end. He was from Philadelphia, and he caught the ball with his legs. Like,
oh, right.
Oh, yeah, I've seen that. Yeah.
Right.
It hit the legs, and before it hit the ground, he put his hand under it.
He squeezed his legs together to keep it from hitting the ground.
Yeah.
He put his hand.
Now that you guys bring it up, that was crazy.
That's how the Giants scored their only touchdown. It was a pass touchdown. But I'm not gonna lie, the Giants O-line is bad. It's freaking terrible.
The only other you forgot to mention, Giants wore those sick throwbacks.
Oh yeah, the whites. Yeah.
Yeah, it was Michael Strahan Day.
Yeah, it's Michael Strahan Day. And luckily for us, we got to win. I text Kev a couple of weeks ago. We were talking about the Giants. And I'm like, yo, every time it's old head day for the Giants get killed. Like, he parade them around, and the team just kills us, or we lose.
Couldn't do that to Michael.
But I'm happy they actually went out there and won. And a bad thing, Daniel Jones got hurt. Look, he has a strained neck. He's expected to miss next week's game. They say he's week to week, and it's looking like Mike McGlennon will be starting next week against the Miami Dolphins.
Mike Glennon? Long neck Glennon?
Yes.
Oh, man.
But again, shouldn't Danny Dimes have a strained neck every week? His big head ass, like with that little neck.
He gets hit a lot.
No, Mike Glennon got that. Like that.
Got that long.
Yeah, he got that long neck. He got that.
Yeah.
Giraffe neck daddy, or whatever the fuck that kid goes by.
I know you're talking about.
I'm talking about.
That's on social media with the long neck.
Yeah, with the long neck. Yeah, and then the other dude with the no neck. The other dude with the no neck.
He was doing the videos. It was the no neck dude with the long neck.
And then Big Ed showed up. That was pretty tight.
What I'm saying, but yeah, every time Saquon rushed it, he was seeing someone in the backfield, other than that. The pressure was on.
And we'll get into. I think we'll do it at the end. But we'll get into if the season ended today, what moves will certain teams make and their draft positions. Obviously, luckily for the New York Jets and the New York Giants, we both have 2 picks, and it looks like they might be back to back. We'll get into that. But the other team on the other side, Philadelphia, who's doing pretty well, they're still 5-7, so they'll end up in the top. I would imagine ladder of the 10. But they're going to have multiple picks from other teams that are also doing bad. So they're going to end up having 3 first-round picks in this draft. But, excuse me, I got excited. Can we talk about the return of my little Peter Pan, my little boy, my little baby, Zach Wilson?
Zach Wilson?
Yeah, so I was scared. Obviously, some cobwebs here. Jets, Texans, this is what we're talking about next. I was a little scared there at the end. I saw that big brace on Zach's knee. I was like, I don't know if this kid's fully healthy. But he does what Zach Wilson does, first quarter, a little shaky, but does rush in for the touchdown in the second quarter there. Then he goes down for a little bit. For a little bit, he tweaked it, was trying to run out of bounds, doing a little too much. But from what I saw of the game, he settled in the third quarter and then also ultimately finished it off in the fourth. Putting us in position to score. We'll get that field goal late. Matt Amendola, young guy, love him. He did his best week 1, but he needs to fucking go. I think at this point we signed a new kicker. But before I get on Zach, defensively we play great. I'm glad that the Jets did not give up on Quentin Williams. He's clearly a superstar. Quincy Williams is clearly an up-and-coming superstar. John Franklin Myers is clearly an up-and-coming superstar. Oh, mind you, we're doing this with the youngest team.
Williams, they brothers, right? Ain't they brothers?
Yeah, they're Williams brothers. Yeah, Quincy and Quentin. But Quentin had a fucking awesome game. Showed you that he's a game changer. Showed you he's a game wrecker. This is as a Jets fan, in a 3-8 season. This is what you want to see. You want to see your young team grow together. You want to see them get better. Obviously defensively, we've been sucking of late. And again, it's against the Houston Texans. It is what it is, but it's like still like these are the bright spots that you do want to see. And then when it comes to Zach, again, and I'm gonna put it up to shaking off the cobwebs. Hasn't played in 4 weeks. Still recovering from that MCL. Did kind of tweak it, but still missing. Overthrowing, throwing hard. He's throwing hard on like screenplays, and then also had the worst. People were comparing it to the butt fumble, but possibly the worst interception I think I've ever seen. It was a quick shuffle pass. I don't know if you saw that, but it bounced off the time.
I would say he's in the debate with Carson Wentz because Carson Wentz threw.
No, Carson Wentz threw the worst interception, but I mean that was pretty bad. And like it looked like I was like he passed the line of scrimmage. Like that's not even like that's illegal passing. So like bring it back. Like no, it's our ball. It's not your ball. But apparently he was behind the line of scrimmage. But yeah, that's that game. I was pretty. I wish I wanted more. And Michael Carter was out, so my bold prediction was wrong because Michael Carter was out. But this fucking U kid, hold on, let me see if I can find his fucking name.
Why you look for his name?
Sign him off the practice squad.
Beginning of the season, we did over under 6 for the New York teams. Did we see it over? Can we for the?
Oh, we're gonna get the over.
So for which each team be over. It was 6. The line was 6. Do we see it over for the Jets?
Oh no, it's the line. It's the line. It's
the Giants.
Jets are taking the 6. Giants, no way.
Giants my finish. Giants again. Giants.
Homeboy's name was. Hold on, pulling him up right now. Austin Walter. So shout out to Austin Walter.
Y'all all took the line in the beginning of the season, but John is saying the over. Ed is still with the line. Ed is sticking with the line.
I'm still at the line. I think Giants under.
I mean, I said the over, but I was obvious. I was being optimistic.
Okay.
Even though that wasn't my goal, that's under my overall goal for this season. But I finished with 7.
I said 7. I said 7 in the beginning of the season, but
so where you see it going now, Drew?
What's the rest of our schedule? The Jets, like
I'm gonna have to pull it up separately because I still have this up on my screen here. But it's not looking great. It's not looking great.
I know. Yeah, got the Buccaneers at some point in your schedule too.
No, we don't. What are you fucking nuts? Oh yeah, we do. Fuck, that sucks. All right, so we got we're home to the Eagles. So the Eagles are back to back at MetLife. Then we're home to the Saints. We go to Miami. We host the Jaguars. We host the Bucks, who, mind you, probably might rest their starters. The Bucks will rest their starters for sure because they're going to be in. Brady.
I don't know about that. At that point,
I don't know about that.
Be in, and then also we go to Buffalo, but they will also probably already be in. And
they're gonna go to line. They're gonna get the Saints, and they're gonna get the Jaguars. That's gonna be their 2. That's gonna be.
I think we go. I think we got Philly.
Well, that's only 5 wins. That's only 5.
They at 4 now.
No,
we're at 3.
We're 3-8.
3. Oh, okay. So yeah, they're going under then. I'm sorry.
I mean, we probably get Philly, but I don't know. Like Philly is.
You can't guarantee them to beat Philly. You can't even guarantee them to beat Miami.
Definitely can't guarantee them to beat Miami.
They definitely ain't beating the Bucks.
And they definitely ain't beating the Bucks or the Bills.
But disclaimer, I might be at that game, so who knows?
Disclaimer. Which
game?
Right,
John, bring the luck, John. Bring the luck, John.
Which game? Which game?
Jets game.
Jets game against who?
Bucks, he said. Bucks.
Oh, Bucks.
It's gonna be fucking break, bro.
Yeah,
my kid brother, my kid brother's going to be in town for the holidays, Christmas. So the Jets play the Jaguars on the 26th, day after Christmas.
Oh yeah, we got the Jaguars.
So he shot me a screenshot of some pretty cheap tickets, like pretty good, like cheap considering where you're going to be sitting, right? So $155 a ticket or whatever.
Cold,
and he goes, "Are the Jets worth it?" And I go, "No team is fucking worth it. There is no shot in hell I go to a game in December. I went to a game in October, and I left it when we played the Bills. I left early because it was cold. It was raining. We were getting smoked. Like again, like if we were doing
it was different when it's raining.
Listen, I do it cold, but
but it might be fucking snowing that day.
I'm saying doing some other shit like that. Deuces.
Shit, you You even get that fucking winter wind. That wind start ripping through you and shit, boy.
I
don't want no parts of that.
I've been to MetLife when it was on my birthday, November 23rd. I've been there when.
Yeah, but that's not a December game, dude. I've gone to a few December games, and it is not.
Yo,
fun.
you talking about December?
I mean, just fucking Thanksgiving game is still cold as hell too.
Nah. December games are different, Drew. They're different.
Yeah,
they're different.
I'm not with that.
I don't think I've ever been to a December game. Probably.
Dev, would you like to talk about your loyalty game?
No, I don't really give a fuck about that game. I want to talk about the 2 games of the week. The 2 games of the week. Fuck that game. I don't care about that game. Dalvin Cook is hurt.
That game was awesome.
But Dalvin Cook always getting hurt, man. He be pissing me off.
Dalvin Cook looks like he might be out for the year now, right? Is that what they're saying?
Yeah, he has a torn labrum.
CMC, all the big name niggas got hurt this year. CMC hurt. Fucking Dalvin hurt. King Henry hurt. Fucking all these guys.
Been out for the past couple of games.
Kamara been gone. Fucking Saquon always hurt. Like, I'm tired of seeing this shit.
Fantasy football sucks this year. I mean,
I suck.
Except for me,
for me,
but to me, there was 2 games of the week. Well, the national game of the week was the Colts versus Buccaneers. Now,
that game was fire.
That game was fire. I was expecting to see a big game from Jonathan Taylor, but another running back outshined him this week. And that
shouts to Gronk for figuring out that Fournette has 4
right
in his name.
Yeah.
Shout out to Gronk.
So
he figured it out. He's good at math.
So Gronk been working on his arithmetic, and Leonard Fournette cooked this week, looking like
100 yards, 3 touchdowns on the ground, and I just want to look up his receiving yards. That's the only thing I don't
know
have
he had
there.
He had a passing touchdown.
Yeah, he had a passing touchdown. So it was 8 catches on. Eight targets on. 7 catches on 8 targets for 31 yards and a touchdown.
And the coach almost won that game. That special teams guy almost took it back.
Mm-hmm. That game got real interesting.
Yeah, and then at the end there, I didn't love the play call. Like, I don't even know what they were trying. Like, all you needed to do was just get into range, and they didn't hook up the Hail Marys till the end. Yeah. But they were throwing to the sidelines. They had plenty of time to go, but either way, I mean, they hit the over at the over, and
it was a fucking great game. But that was the game of the week. But really, the true game of the week, the game that everybody was looking forward to, the real testing game, was the Packers versus Rams. That was.
I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it.
You gonna say it?
OBJ is a cancer.
He's a fucking cancer, dude.
How?
Like, big time cancer. They're 0-3 since
he was gonna say.
Like, he's just not a good person to be around.
But Von Miller, they've been losing since Von Miller.
Von Miller said, I woke up. I went to bed with such a team and woke up on a 7-1 team. They haven't won
since he got there. Yeah.
How come he don't get the same blame? Why is Odell?
That's true. That's facts. I knew. I'm right with you, John. Odell came.
Matthew Stafford got him fucked up in that play where he got banged up in his, like, they hit him in his back crazy hard, and he still caught a 50-yard touchdown for Stafford.
This is Odell's first real game with the Rams.
I mean, I don't know, man.
They had to bye the week before. It was a short week for him coming over. He didn't know the offense. This is his first real game. Fucking like I said, my guy, what's his name, John? No, just that he said the record shit. That was
Von Miller.
Von Miller. If anybody is the bad omen, because he came and said what he said, and they haven't won since that. So man, stop! Don't try to put that cancer shit all there. And he was first. That's what I'm saying. Since he's been there all these consecutive L's.
So
Odell's
but so has Odell.
Odell was
there
for
for 2.
All 3, was he?
For 2.
He was there for 2.
They lost. They took it back. They lost.
Alone.
Lost.
Like,
They
damn.
hit it.
And just let me make my fucking Shannon Sharp,
No, because
Colin
you're
Cowherd,
not the only
fucking
one
Skip
saying.
Bayless take.
Everybody's saying that. Everybody's saying that shit, and it's like, no, he ain't the one. Don't blame me.
Go to take that. You blame him, no doubt. Why you blame him?
No, it's Odell's fault, 100%. But honestly, I think the real shit is the Packers are
fucking good.
Are the Packers all right?
The Packers are good, and then they're not.
Oh, I hate
fucking lose? Or are the Packers like gonna beat the Bucks, go to the fucking Super Bowl?
I want to say that
they're fucking good. And Aaron Rodgers, like, again, watching that man play, it seems like he doesn't give a fuck. Like, yeah, but like, they're still
he doesn't.
Good.
My whole thing though with Aaron, it seems like the Packers' whole team, they show up when it's like a team. It's a team that they supposed to be
over 50 yards. Marquez Valdes-Scantling, 50 yards on 4 catches. Randall Cobb had a fucking game, 95 yards, a touchdown on only 4 receptions. And then obviously Devontae Adams is Devontae Adams, 104 yards on 8 receptions. It's like, and then again, like, you know, Aaron Jones not fully healthy. Okay, cool. Let's just give the fucking ball to AJ Dillon, who's going to have nice yards, 69 yards. You know, it's just, the Packers are really fucking good. And I think defensively, they're just better than everybody else that they fucking play.
Yeah. But they almost lost to Arizona.
What team is this?
I don't know.
Like is this gonna be
good?
I'm gonna tell you the truth. This is the team on his last hoorah. They know the bad man's on the way out.
So the only thing
big time Last Dance vibes.
Like, but
the door is closing. It's not closed yet because he's still there, but the door is closing.
I just feel like Packers, they kind of like play with their foot on the brakes. Like they'll play against a semi-decent team or a bad team, and it be fucking close as hell. Like they'll make it competitive. But then when they play against like the top dogs, they really show their ass. So it's like, how long can they continue to like, all right, we're gonna take a break on this one, then we're gonna play on this one. When is that time gonna come when they're gonna try that and it don't work out? Because again, they lost it. They lost to Arizona. I'm gonna keep saying that. They lost to Arizona, but they won. But they lost to Arizona. When they get to the playoffs, like, unless they get a bye, ain't gonna be no space to be taking breaks. Or like, I know Aaron Rodgers is like, yeah, it's fucking whatever with him. Like, yeah, I want to go out, but I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna go hang out with my nigga Pat McAfee them after the game and shit. We're gonna go chop it up and chill out. Like, I really don't care with my fucking free looking ass, like hippie, looking like a hippie,
like
nigga from the Matrix and shit.
There's a thing is, right, Aaron Rodgers, just like you said, this is his last shit, so he really doesn't care, but is still in the fact that he's still good. Like, this team is still good with Aaron Rodgers. Yeah. It's just like, it's those two things combined. Like, I don't care. This is going to be my last season, right, so it is whatever. But we're good at the same time, even though I don't fucking care.
Right. It's just weird watch, because again, I see them play against the Vikings, and although that was my team, but it shouldn't be as competitive. But they'll play against a team that's barely 500, and it shouldn't be as competitive. But it's a competitive game, and I'm looking like, what the fuck are the Packers doing playing against this team and making it by the game so close? But then when they play against a actual good team where it's supposed to be competitive, they be fucking turning up. Like,
they're good, so but they don't care. They're good, but they don't care.
Again, to your argument though, it's all right. So I'm gonna go through their schedule real quick, like who they beat.
My whole worry is they're gonna play that. I'm gonna chill, I'm gonna kill, I'm gonna chill, I'm gonna kill, I'm gonna chill, I'm gonna kill, and then it's gonna be a matchup where it counts, and they're gonna be on some chill shit. Although I know Aaron, regardless of the fact he don't give a fuck, but he is a true competitor, so he wants to win, and he wants to say, "Hi, Packers, this is what you missing and shit." You know what I'm saying? He want to go out like that. But the whole pump and the brake shit, I just don't know how long they can keep doing it. Although I got them right now as the favorites to come out of the NFC.
All right, let's play the who they beat game, right? So they lost to the Saints, but they beat the Lions. Who cares? They beat the Niners, who are better now. They beat the Steelers. They beat the Bengals. They beat the Bears. They beat the Washington football team. They lost to the Cardinals. They lost to the Chiefs. They beat the Seahawks. They lost to the Vikings. Beat the Rams. So in their remaining schedule, they got the Bears. They got the Ravens. They got the Browns. They got the Vikings. They got the Lions. So
that Bears game would be.
They need to win out. They need to win out.
Right,
they need to win out.
That Bears game would be close. That Vikings game would be close, and that fucking Browns game would be close when those games shouldn't be close.
The Ravens game will be close,
but the Ravens game should be close. You get what I'm saying? Like that should be a real matchup. That should be the close.
You're saying they played down to their competition,
right? They played down, and I don't know how long you can keep doing that. Is my thing.
Right. I mean, my biggest thing with the Packers is I'm never worried about them in the regular season. I'm never worried about how they play down to their competition. I'm more worried about like when they get to the NFC Championship game. That's really what it is. So it's like,
yeah, that is true though.
I mean, if you look at it now, hold on, NFL playoff picture today. Let's just say playoff.
But see, and they'll play the team that they play in the NFC Championship or play in the playoffs. They will make far more mistakes than they should be when having the experience that they have. Like Aaron being who he is. Like they'll all be pointing the finger at each other and shit when it's like, yo, y'all are true pros. Y'all are fucking you Aaron Rodgers. Like at this point, the mistakes y'all have and the miscommunications that y'all be having, at this point, that shit should have been going in the regular season.
So if the season ended today in the NFC, the Cardinals would have the bye at 9-2, but who knows how long that's going to stay. That says week 12 matchup. So I would assume the Packers would play the Washington football team. I mean, again, would you play down to the Washington football team? I don't think anybody should play down to the Washington football team at this point.
Not.
And then they would play the winner of the because the 4 plays the 3, right?
Yeah, one.
So they would play the winner of the Cowboys and the Buccaneers. So that's the ultimate test.
2, 7, 3, 6,
Yo,
4, 5.
Hard to change.
Then when they win, they go obviously match highest to lowest after they win.
Yeah.
We will see, man. Let's get into that Monday night game. Monday we had.
But even though I know we're skipping it, the evil genius is looking like.
Oh well, yeah.
Oh yeah, we shouldn't skip it. We shouldn't skip it.
And you want to meet up on the evil genius?
I'm depressed, man.
I've said this though.
I felt this in my fucking.
They haven't to me.
I felt this in my fucking heart, dude.
Again, to me,
the defense is real.
Defense is real, but they really ain't playing nobody to me. They still ain't playing none.
All right, let's play that game.
They'll get their statement game soon.
That's what I'm waiting on, the statement game. They play the Bills, so right?
Next week. There's Monday Night Football coming.
Monday Night Football.
Even though the Bills has been shaky themselves too. The Bills have been shaky.
All right,
Bills have been shaky, but they're considered a top team.
The Pats beat the Jets. They beat the Jets. They beat the Jets. They beat the Jets twice. They beat the Chargers, who turns out they're not the real deal. They beat the Panthers. They beat the Patriots. Sorry, they beat the Browns. They beat the Falcons. They beat the Titans.
Get out the Browns.
They beat the Titans with 0 wide receivers.
And no Derrick Henry.
At least when the Jets beat the fucking Titans, they had Derrick Henry.
So that's I'm just waiting. Even though Bills are on a decline, this is supposed to be the real statement game. They don't have nothing other than them not playing good. They don't have no scratches to say, oh, well, they don't have this person, they don't have that person. Bills are their team. So this should be a real statement game, them versus the Patriots. I don't believe it yet. Like I believe in the evil genius. I believe in that defense, but I don't believe in
the one thing I'll say, because I understand you saying they didn't play nobody. The only difference is with them, the expectations wasn't as high. Once they dropped Cam Newton, they had the rookie quarterback. Most people believed that this team was going to be whack and it wasn't going to be a factor. So
yeah, their upcoming schedule is pretty tough. They're going to Buffalo, then they're going to Indianapolis, then they host Buffalo. They got to, lay up against the Jaguars, and then it doesn't seem like it's a layup. Miami coming off of a 4-game win streak. They have them at the last week.
But see, just going back to what you saying, John, everybody said they wasn't going to be nothing, but they haven't beat anybody. So it's like, to me, who's to say what they are yet until they beat somebody credible. And this should be a real test to me. Like they wins. If you see who they lost to versus who they beat, Drew just did something. He pressed something. His just died or something.
Yeah. And John, since you brought him up, Cam Newton against Miami went 5 for 21, 92 yards and 2 interceptions. And got benched by PJ Walker.
It was a bad game. It was a bad game.
Under.
Did he have a TD?
No, he didn't. He had a whole 0 touchdowns.
Let me see.
He ran it for one.
That counts. Over.
I'm with the over 2, John. But
you just had a bad game. It's because it's Cam Newton is getting glorified. It was a horrible game.
I'm back.
But again, Patriots.
Oh, y'all didn't see the meme? It was like, I'm trash.
I'll just say, until I see the Patriots play somebody formidable, I'm not on they for real yet. I'm not on that train yet. I see a lot of people on it.
Well, I would say they're a playoff team. I don't think.
I
think they're a playoff team.
Oh yeah, definitely. They got a wild card spot. I mean, they.
Oh no, they're at the top. They're top. They're at the top. They are currently leading the AFC.
So they currently leading the AFC, and they more than likely will have a wild card spot in this
so fucking frustrating.
So it's all right, Ed.
So frustrating.
As long as you,
I thought they were done, dude.
As long as you adjust,
I thought they were done, dude.
Evil genius will continue to hunt you. So
the evil genius is the architect behind all of it.
Yeah.
But let's get it to Monday. All right, Monday, Seahawks, Washington football.
Oh God, it's so awesome because it's gonna perfectly segue me into the other thing I wanted to cover.
Did y'all watch it?
Fucking suck. No, of course not. I didn't want to watch that shit.
Listen,
I don't like the Ravens because of Drew. I don't like the Seahawks because of Kevin. I know that the Seahawks suck. All I cared about was the final score of that game ending with as long as the Seahawks lose.
I was doing ASO, and I had the game on mute, so I was doing both. And then when the ASO finished, I turned my attention to the game. Washington had no kick for the second half. They was going for it on every 4th down.
Yeah, and then Lamar threw 4 interceptions?
Lamar, what are you talking about?
Oh, I thought we were talking about Monday Night Football.
Yeah. Lamar was Sunday Night Football.
Sunday. That was
Sunday Night Football.
He did those 4 picks, and they still beat the Browns 16-10.
Oh, right.
That just shows the Browns' ass. That just says the Browns' ass. That's all that tells me.
Browns' ass. Whoops.
But the Seahawks is also ass.
Who'd they play?
Seahawks.
Oh, the Washington football team. Yeah. This is awesome.
So you were speaking about your guy, Taylor
Heineke. Yeah, I just love him. I think he's great. He's electric. He is baby Ryan Fitzpatrick. They throw the interception in there. They didn't really have to do much because all they did was just give the ball to J.D. McKissick, who was going to end up getting hurt.
What school do they go to?
Who? Taylor Heineke?
Yeah.
The School of Favre, baby.
School of Favre, baby.
School of Favre. But yeah, Seattle really, really, really fucking sucks. Like they just really suck.
You can say that, but Russell Wilson still with no timeout, still got them all the way downfield, and they scored. They just didn't get
all the way downfield to score, and then make it to a 2-point conversion to tie the game. Wait, hold on. Against the Washington football team.
They still scored.
Against the Washington football team.
They have a better record than
Against the Washington, the team with no name. The team that's no good. The team that everybody in the league makes fun of.
Okay, I don't understand.
They're the Seahawks. It's Pete Carroll. It's Mr. Unlimited. It's DK Metcalf. It's Tyler Lockett. It's Mr. Unlimited. It's Ciara's man. It's Future's baby daddy.
Listen, you can say what you want. He had no timeouts. He still went 80 yards for a touchdown. He went up the field with no timeout. You could like take your shots at him, no timeout. Went up the field and still got that score.
Look, all I know is Jamal Adams got his second interception probably of his career, and you know what? Fuck it. Since we're here, I might as well just fucking say it. Since we're here, hold on, pulling it up.
Else.
What a sack! Did he a sack?
Yeah, I think he got a big hit or something. Because
that's fucking great, dude. But they are now 3-8. So if the season were to end today, we're gonna play that game. We're looking at the 2022 NFL draft. Okay. So the Lions would have the number 1 pick. The Texans would have the number 2 pick. The Jaguars would have the number 3. The Jets would have the 4, which belongs to them as the 4th worst team in the NFL. But as the 5th worst team in the NFL, that would go to the Seattle Seahawks. But unfortunately for the Seattle Seahawks, they gave us 2 first-round picks for Jamal Adams. So the Jets would have back-to-back picks. And John, good news for you. The Giants, as the 6th worst team in the NFL, would have the 6th overall pick. But because the Chicago Bears are the 7th worst team in the NFL, the Giants would also have the 7th pick. And then we said the Washington football team has a better record, but they would have the 8th pick as the 8th worst team in the NFL. And again, depends on how you see it. Philadelphia would have the 9th. Philadelphia would also have the 10th, getting that from Miami. Again, if the season ended today. And I think the only other thing that matters is that Philadelphia would also have the 14th pick, getting that from Indianapolis. So
next season, will the Seahawks?
But they might be playoff bound, so that pick might rise up. Like it might.
Next season, will the Seahawks have a new quarterback or a new coach?
I think both.
Both.
Mm-hmm.
Pete Carroll might take his talents back to college, and Russell Wilson might take his talents.
What's he going to take, the Penn State job? That'd be weird.
You can take the Oklahoma job.
Oklahoma, that's a good job, man.
They've been talking about Russ going to New Orleans.
Ooh.
That'd be crazy.
I might like Russell Wilson again.
Going to New Orleans, get back Michael Thomas next season.
I mean, but they really don't have nobody to trade from though. That's the whole problem.
Well, it's not a trade, free agent. They'd have to sign him.
Oh, it's a free agent?
Yeah.
Oh, he is a free agent. Oh, damn. I thought it would have to be a trade, to be honest.
Yeah. John, do you think he's going to go to the G-Men?
Listen, that's a nice destination, you know? You want to take his talents here? Take his talents here. I'll welcome my man Russell Wilson. But the Giants still going to have to do something about that offensive line. I think he's going to take his talents to the team with the best offensive line. And my team is nowhere on that list. We have one solid piece on that line.
Hernandez.
Other than that, no.
Yes, just Hernandez.
Thomas.
But that is
Thomas is almost on his way out, dude.
No, Andrew Thomas has played amazing.
Oh, Andrew Thomas. You know what? I keep confusing Andrew Thomas and
Soldier.
Yeah. You know, 2 big beefy white guys. It's the same shit.
Andrew Thomas is black.
Andrew Thomas is black?
Yes.
I don't care about the Giants at all, dude. So bad.
And he caught a touchdown.
Yeah, he caught a touchdown.
Oh, he got the booty touchdown.
Yeah,
Right.
Last week. But that is week 12. All right, we done with week 12?
Yes, that's
week 12. I guess so.
Let's get into pick'ems for week 13. Now, as far as the how week 12 ended, John leading week 12 with 12 games. Kev had 10. DQ and Eddie both are tied with 9. And me and Drew at the bottom, we were tied for 7 wins. In the overall, however, got some distance between me and the next person, man. Me at the top with 111, Eddie with 104, Jonny with 103, DQ with 102, Drew with 100, and Kev at the bottom with 88.
Yeah, I'm not gonna.
So
At least Kevin's behind me.
well, Kev don't even be giving a fuck. So that's no effort. So that's nothing to glorify. But let's get into our pick'ems for week 13. Who is doing the spread? Johnny, DQ. I mean, Johnny, Ed. Which one of y'all?
I got it already, John. But you want to do it?
Oh, just let me know. Let me know.
I don't care. I don't really give a shit, dude.
All right. So Thursday night.
I'll take the honors. Thursday night.
We got John's favorite team, the Cowboys.
We got America's team.
John's favorite team, the Cowboys versus the Saints. John, give us a spread and your pick.
So America's team, the Fool's Gold team, is going to visit New Orleans, and somehow they are the 4.5-point favorite. Give me the
Somehow.
Saints. And over under is 47.5.
Saints ain't got no quarterback. All right. Ed, who you got?
You said no quarterback. Taysom Hill is taking the starting role. I did say that earlier. Also forgot to mention when the Cowboys lost on Thanksgiving Day, there was a viral video of a dad losing his shit and ruining Thanksgiving for everybody. Maybe put the clip right here.
This is on Thanksgiving.
Of course, it's a game. It's a game.
This is Thanksgiving.
I'm serious, Joe. It's very serious. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Your boys got whooped. You ain't even no Raven fan. Your boys got whooped. You got to calm down. You ain't even no Raven fan. You ain't even purpose. Come on now. I'm trying to. Man, keep your hands off me. Man, what touch me, man? On me. You locked up on me now. You too big now. Come on now. Man,
This is Thanksgiving. This is Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving.
And we're back. I'm taking the Cowboys for vengeance for that guy. I think he needs to make up for it. But cook your family a nice dinner. I mean, you know.
I got the Cowboys.
Yeah, Saints have no running back, no receiver, and no quarterback. I'm going with the Cowboys. Hopefully. All right. Next up, we got the Cardinals versus the Bears. John, give me the spread and your pick.
Cardinals, Bears going to this game. Cardinals 8-point favorites and over under 45.5. Give me the Arizona Cardinals.
All around.
Kyler is back, and I believe D-Hop will be back this week as well. So yeah, I mean, it's not fair. No, I don't know the status of Justin Fields.
He won't be there.
So yeah, I guess all around.
Yeah, all around Cardinals.
Yeah, it's all around Bears, right?
No. Up next, we got the Colts versus the Texans. All around.
That's all around. That's all around. All right.
It screams trap game to me.
Is it? I'm thinking Houston.
It smells like a trap game.
I'm thinking the upset, bro.
Oh,
they just lost to the Jets. Go give us a spread, John.
This is for the pool. This is the OSA pool. Let's see what's up with that Don pool.
Yep.
But okay. So the spread is Colts is favored by 9 points, and over under is 45.5. And they already played once, and the Colts beat them 31-5.
All right, trap game. Give me the Texans.
Man, Jonathan Taylor about to have 10 touchdowns.
I just needed to be convinced. Trap game.
All right, so Drew and Ed got the Texans. John, we the smart ones. All right, next up, we got the Chargers, Bengals. Give us a spread, John.
This game's over is 50.5, and the Bengals is favored by 3. I'm rolling with Cincinnati Bengals.
Ed, who you got?
I mean, we know I have a little bit of biasism here.
But you got love for both of these boys right here.
Like. I do. I really do. But I'm starting to think that the Chargers are the Chargers of old. They're good enough to constantly let you down. Right. I believe more in Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase and Henry Ruggs and all those guys.
Joe Mixon.
Joe Mixon. And I meant to say T. Higgins. And my guy, Tyler Boyd, of course.
Tyler Boyd don't get no love, though.
Yo, it's crazy. He used to throw it to him all the time, and then he got his little fucking boyfriend, Jamar, up in there.
Yeah, Jamar and Higgins, his guys, I had to drop Boyd. He wasn't getting no love.
You dropped Boyd?
Yeah, I dropped Boyd. couple of weeks ago.
I did not know that.
But Drew, who you got?
I got the Bengals. He was trying to trade Boyd ever since he got him.
Yeah,
So I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. That's his guy. You've been trying to trade that nigga ever since he got him.
Me? I never tried to fucking trade him.
No. I'm talking about that.
No, because I had Higgins, and I know how much love that white boy he got for Higgins and Jamar Chase. But next up, we got the Vikings versus the 0-10 and 1 Lions. John, give us the spread and your pick.
I'm not gonna lie, missing Dalvin Cook. This might be a trap game. About Kirk Cousins, but the Minnesota Vikings is favored by 7, over under 46.5. I think this is the trap game, but I'm still picking Vikings. I'm jumping into the trap.
Ed, who you got?
Listen, no Dalvin Cook, but Justin Jefferson is still really good. Alexander Madison's still really good. Adam Thielen is still really good. I'm still taking the Lions though. I have to. I need them to win one football game. Just one.
Drew.
I'm not betting on the Lions no more. They fucked me up in Thanksgiving. Nah, I ain't betting on you no more. Vikings.
Yeah, again, Dalvin is hurt, but Alexander Madison does play well in substitute for Dalvin. So I got the Vikings, of course. Next up, we got the 4-7 G-Men versus the Dolphins. John, give us a spread in your pick.
Over under in this game is 41. The offense is favored in this game 3.5. It's 2 evil genius disciples.
I got 5. I'm seeing 5 here, John.
Well, my app's saying 3.5. Well, remember the new news I told you the whole Daniel Jones being expected not to play. So
yeah.
So they it's Tuesday, so it might be by the end of the week it might be 5. But as of right now, the app I got is 3.5. I got to ride with my team. We're not gonna have a starting quarterback next in this game. We're gonna most likely be starting Ed's favorite quarterback, Mike Glennon. And I'm going with the G-Man.
All right, Ed, who you got?
Give me Miami. I fucking hate that Tua's good. And Jalen Waller got a cool touchdown dance now. Y'all see what he be doing now?
No,
he
what he be doing?
He be doing the penguin waddle.
Nah.
He be waddling like a penguin.
That's cute.
Jalen Waddle's cute as fuck.
All right,
fuck, man, that team is good.
Drew, who you got?
I got Miami.
I have Miami as well. Damn, Ed. They in your division. And
I don't like it.
And they better than the Jets. And Tua is actually playing decent.
Yeah, dude, it's pretty annoying. It's pretty annoying.
All right, up next, we got the Eagles versus the Jets. John, give us your spread and your pick.
All right. The Eagles is favored by 6.5. Over under 45. Give me the Jets, Jets.
Let's go, John.
All right. I have the Eagles. The rest of you ladies.
Boo.
Obviously it's the Jets. Come on, what are we doing here?
Next, we got the Buccaneers versus the Falcons. All around.
That's pretty real.
Go Brady. The Buccaneers is favored in this game by 11. They faced off before, and there was a high spread, and the Buccaneers scored 28 points in one quarter, and went bonkers on the Falcons, and over 50.5. I think this is going to be over, and I think the Buccaneers easily cover it.
Also, forgot to mention it during the week 11 recap, but Vita Vea gets his tooth knocked out, get blocked, and continue to play. So shouts to him. Yeah, that show's pretty fucking crazy. I thought that only happened in hockey. Wear a fucking mouthpiece, you psychopath.
Yeah, his helmet came all the way up or something.
It did, but you should still have a mouthpiece. He got clipped. He got clipped with a face mask.
Right.
And when it went, so his face mask went up, and then he got clipped with another face mask. It's it shouldn't happen if you have a fucking mouthpiece on.
That's right. Jones. But he a savage. He, one of them Polynesian folks.
Yeah, dude.
Quick take. We was talking about college basketball. Duke lost.
Ohio State, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I just saw
the Ohio State.
The Ohio State. Do they say that in basketball though? That's only for football.
I think they should.
Nah,
I
you
think
don't
they
get
should.
that. Ohio State basketball ain't been good since Greg Oden.
Yeah.
But up next, you got the Jaguars versus the Rams. All around.
Jesus Christ.
The Rams, the over on this game is 48, and the Rams is favored by 13. They're about to go crazy. Everything's about to look pretty. Matthew Stafford about to throw for 300 yards, 3 touchdowns.
He's playing hurt, by the way. Matthew Stafford, Iron Man, fucking doesn't give a fuck. Take all his licks. Played with a broken back, separated shoulder in his rookie year. I'm pretty sure there's something physically wrong with him, and I just don't think he cares.
Probably is. They was talking about it. They said it's something with his arm, elbow, ankle, his back. They say he's dealing with chronic back pain every day. So,
No, he's savage. Up next, we got the Washington football team versus the Raiders. John, give us a spread in your pick.
all right. Over under in this game is 49.5. The Vegas Raiders is favored by 2.5. I'm going with Vegas.
All right, Ed, who you got?
I mean, it shouldn't come to a surprise to anybody, but
You got Washington.
Yeah, I got Washington. I got Washington.
Yeah. All right, Drew, who you got?
No Darren Waller this week too. So
Nope.
crucial.
I got the football.
I'm gonna go with Washington. I'm gonna go with Washington this week.
I need them to sneak into the playoffs again. Like that was fun. That was a lot of fun. That Bucks Washington football
right.
game
No, that was
fun.
a good football moment last year. Up next, we got the Ravens versus the Steelers. John, give us a spread all around, maybe.
Over under in this game is 44. Ravens favored by 4 points. 4-4-4.
No TJ this week. A bunch of them out for COVID. A bunch of the Steelers players are out for COVID. TJ.
The Steelers, I want to say it's a whack team. It's just their quarterback is a little too old. Just his time is done.
All right, Ed, who you got?
This game stinks, and it's like I feel like it's easy to pick the Ravens because you're like, yeah, Steelers got a lot of issues right now, but it's like it's a divisional game, and also Drew's here, so Steelers.
Also, did y'all see? Claypool was told Kev that he needs to play music in the practices and make it more fun.
Oh,
that's why they'll play better. If Coach Kev made the practices more fun by playing music.
So do you think he plays the music?
And Kev said, I'm gonna do what I always do. So
they're gonna lose this game then. I'm still sticking with it. The game stinks. I don't like it. So therefore, it's too easy to pick the Ravens. I gotta go still.
All right, I got the Ravens as well. Up next, we got divisional game, NFC West. We got the Niners versus the Seahawks. All around.
Niners, baby.
This is a tough game because we're gonna see what.
There goes John showing his bias.
No, we're gonna see how good this team is without Debo. They do rely on Debo a lot. Debo not playing this week.
Yeah,
and they got fucking Jeff Wilson, who's probably gonna light it up, and Elijah Mitchell's gonna light it up. They run the football, man. Okay. And Brandon Ayuk, finally, Brandon Ayuk woke up 92 yards last week. Finally, Brandon Ayuk. Thank God.
But I don't know about Brandon though.
Yeah, you got it. Sleeping on fucking Juszczyk and Kittle. Come on.
Well, I said I don't know about Brandon. I ain't say nothing about everybody else.
Listen, 45.5 is the over under. Niners favored by 3.5. I'm still going with the Niners because George Kittle owes me a monstrous fantasy football game, and Seahawks line doesn't look good, and they got no running back. So
you got him in fantasy?
George Kittle, yes, I do.
Okay, that's that guy though. Ed, you got the Niners.
Drew? Of course.
I got the Niners.
Yeah. I'm very convincing.
Yes.
Very
I got
convincing.
the Niners as well. Up next, we got another divisional game. We got the Broncos versus the Chiefs. All around.
I can't believe this is Sunday Night Football, but I guess since it's a division rivalry.
Chiefs, their defense is much, much better now. Like, significantly better. But, you know, Broncos
You know what it
won a
was?
divisional game coming off a high. Patrick Surtain is really fucking good.
The
Like,
second.
really fucking good.
That was a great pick.
Okay, fine. Yeah, I forget about his dad. Sometimes it looks like his dad. It's fucking weird. But Broncos will cover, but give me the Chiefs. They're going to cover.
Over under is 47. The Chiefs, baby goat and his Chiefs is favored by 10 points. You know what I'm rolling with. Give me the Chiefs.
Everybody got the. All right, and we're gonna get into the game of the week. This is the game of the week, and it's our Monday night game. This is a game I will watch. We got another divisional game to top the AFC East. We have the Patriots versus our New York, upstate New York Bills.
Buffalo Bills.
Because we claim them in New York now. So
Yeah, because they're good now.
give me the spread, John, and give me your pick, although I know who your pick is.
43.5 is the total for this game. 43.5. The Bills is favored by 2.5. Statement game. Give me the evil genius.
Yes, sir. Yes,
I love
sir.
it.
Yes, sir.
Don't like it. Don't like it.
Eddie, who you got, my guy?
Is this a question? Are you legitimately asking me a question that you know the answer to?
But see, I don't know how you feeling right
They're
now.
both
because
division
I don't-
rivals, so you don't like both teams.
No, I never minded the Bills. The Bills were like, again, I talked about this countless times where the Bills were like, that's cute. Look at the Bills. They tried. That's cute. And now you're like, oh shit, it's the fucking Bills. I got love for the Bills. I don't hate the Bills as much as I hate the Dolphins.
He respect what the Bills is doing.
I respect, and I like Josh Allen. I always like Josh Allen. I thought that maybe we would end up with him because I thought Sam Darnold would be long gone. I didn't even think that he would even come near us. Unfortunately, we made the wrong decision. We should have taken Josh Allen, although I'm happy with Zach. But yeah, respect to Josh Allen. Respect to New York. Nobody circles the wagons like the Buffalo Bills.
All right. So Ed got the Bills. Drew, who you got?
I got the Bills.
Now, I want to go with the Bills, but I'm afraid. I feel like, I don't know. I'm going to go with the Bills, but I don't know if that's going to be true when it comes to the pool, the Don's pool. But for the OSA, I'm going to go with the
Oh
Bills.
my God. I don't remember my picks. I'm just going to have to randomly do it. I said that's a trap game. I got that team. I said I like that. I like the Dolphins. I like the Jets. It all got reset. I picked the Bucks. I picked the Rams. I picked
You're
the
Drew.
Washington.
I mean, essay send that money on Thursday. Where you sending that money?
Johnny, I'm gonna send that money.
Drew don't got money, man. Come on, just leave him alone.
All right. So that is the picks for Pick'em Week 13. As you can see right here.
That's the last two.
We gonna get it.
Yeah, you'll get it on Thursday.
Ed is the one that be taking forever to say.
Yeah, because I do it out of spite. Because I'm,
got it.
you know,
That thing.
He got it. He just don't give a fuck.
yeah, I just don't care. Fuck you all.
So we gonna get into our next segment, and that's fantasy sports. I didn't send you guys the fantasy sport because I didn't want no prepping before. So
Pretty easy.
So it's pretty easy. We got a squid game version of fantasy sports this week.
Word?
You're gonna make decisions and choices that you
do that.
particularly. That's racist.
I don't know how to do it.
So
I'm gonna
give you guys some scenarios, and you just pick what's best for you. First scenario in fantasy sports. All right.
Okay.
You must hit 5 free throws in a row.
Okay.
If you do, you win $1 million.
What happens if you?
If you do not, you lose all your senses except for one. So your sense of sight, smelling, touching, all that good shit, hearing. You keep only one if you can't make all 5 free throws. Would you do it?
Yeah, I'm shooting them 5 free throws, man. I'm shooting 5 free throws. Again, this middle.
If you don't, you lose all your senses except for one.
That would be unfortunate, but I will be shooting.
Okay, so John, you miss. You got 1 sense. Which one you keeping?
Oh, you saying if I miss and I get to keep a sense?
You keep 1 sense. What sense would that be?
Ooh, that's hard to pick one.
Yeah.
Shit. I guess I'll keep my vision.
Your sight, sense of sight.
Yes.
All right, Ed. Now you're not a basketball player, so I don't know if you'll hit 5 free throws in a row. So your choice is what one.
There you go.
Right. So, are you going to attempt the 5 free throws for a meal? First question. Would you attempt it?
For a meal, but I'm losing one of my senses. Just one?
But you're gonna lose all your senses but one.
I lose everything but one
sense.
You have to pick one.
But I get a meal?
Yeah.
If you make all 5, if you make all 5 free throws, if you miss,
I lose everything but one sense.
If you miss, you losing. You don't get the meal, and you lose all your senses but one. So will you make that? Will you attempt those free throws?
Man, money ain't everything. So I don't care. I'm happy. I have a good life. So I'm not gonna try it.
You're not gonna try it. If you could keep one, if you have a choice and you can only keep 1 sense, which sense would it be?
I always say taste because I'm like, yeah, that's really, really important. I could care less if I can't smell anything, but smelling acquires, taste has a big part of smelling. Like you have to smell something to be able to taste it the right way. And what a lot of people don't realize with touch, a lot of people are like, oh, touch is like, whatever, I don't feel pain, but it's like, you don't feel sex. That's fucking
true.
Whack.
That's true.
You know what I mean? Like, you don't feel good when you have like a good shit. You don't feel good when you have like
no type of sensations that you get from touch.
That's terrible. And I want none of those things. So I guess if I could keep one, if you're making me choose one, it has to be taste. Because it has to be taste.
You still ain't pick touch.
You still ain't pick touch though.
I already can't see. So it's like I'm already pretty blind. Or contacts.
All right, so you already got 4 senses right now anyway.
But you just gotta look at this way. You don't gotta touch, but you still be able to pleasure somebody. It's just you won't be pleasured.
Yeah, that shit is whack. And also, you know how many people you get pregnant? Because you can't feel that you're about to come.
Gotcha. Makes sense.
You know how many babies I'd have?
That makes sense. That definitely makes sense.
You do it that way, you definitely catch something.
Definitely catch that, but you won't feel it though. But you'll see it. You will see it, but you won't feel it though. That's a dangerous life. But Drew,
that's a dangerous game right there.
Drew,
I don't like this, by the way.
You got to shoot 5 free throws to get that meal.
No, I know my limitations on the court. I can't shoot, so I'm not doing it.
Okay. Now, if you lost all your senses but one, which one would you keep?
Damn, the feeling does make. Nah, I gotta keep my vision.
Yes. So I'm gonna take those shots because that's easy. I'll do that shit with my eyes closed and on one leg, fucking playing backgammon. But
do that shit, do that shit with your eyes closed because because at my job, my boss, because he plays basketball, he literally telling me that fucking you can be blindfolded and you can shoot free throws. Is that fucking true, bro? Just because
it's muscle memory.
I don't think so. You can be blindfolded, but you're blindfolded, bro. You can't shoot free throws when you're blindfolded. You can't see.
Muscle memory.
Bro, if they line you up in the right spot, it's possible.
Yeah, muscle because of muscle memory. But yeah, so I'm gonna take those 5 and I'm gonna get that meal. But if I lose all my senses but one, I'm definitely keeping my sight. Everything else I could deal without. Like whatever. The rest is whatever. I don't even listen to people half the time.
Yeah, but taste.
That's something I don't gotta taste.
Crucial.
I ain't gotta taste shit. As long as I feel filled inside, then yeah, I don't care. I don't
So
care
you don't
about
feel
chasing.
pain?
As long as I see something I don't like to eat, I'm not eating that shit. No matter how good it tastes. I don't know. I ain't.
Man, I be trying new shit with no taste and no. I be just trying shit. But yeah, so that's first in fantasy sports. Next up, all right, you get 3 free knockout shots against Canelo, straight face shots, right?
Okay.
But you gotta knock him out, and if you do, you get $1 million. If you don't, he get 1 clean shot, just 1.
Do you still get the $1 million?
No. You got to knock him out with them 3. You get the meal. If you cannot with that 3, Canelo gets that 1 punch. Will you take that chance? Ed, kick us off. Clean shot. He like this. His arms is behind his. He like this. Face not moving. He's standing there. You get 3. Free.
Am I wearing gloves? Like it's like full
Clean.
boxing equipment? I can't, no cheating, right? No like weight, no weighted, no weights on the inside of your, none of that?
No, regulated boxing. Yeah.
3?
You get 3 of them things.
3 swings.
I'm taking
Can I?
And he like this, bro. He like.
Can I train?
Stop adding the extras, nigga. Right? Eddie asked Eddie today. We line Canelo up. Hands tied up.
Yeah, I'm gonna try it because fuck it. What's the worst thing that could happen? I'm wearing headgear.
Nah, you ain't. Well, you just as him. He getting that.
I mean, I'm not even gonna know that. I'm not even. I'll wake up next week and I'll be like, I did that. That's crazy. Yeah.
John, are you taking that chance for the meal?
Canelo's a big boy. I might die if I don't knock him out.
But you got 3.
But Canelo's not gonna go full strength though. Like he's like, I mean, like for the sake of the argument, like yeah, maybe he will, but he won't.
Punch him and say.
And you punch him to knock him out. He.
No, but you punch him, don't knock him out. He's like, he hit me where I didn't want to be hit. Ooh,
right, that's what I'm saying. You hit him hard. You might not knock him out, but you hit him hard enough where he like, oh shit, this nigga trying to knock me out.
Yeah, but that's the rule. That's the stipulation.
Yeah,
he knows what he's getting into.
But he felt the attempt to knock him out.
Yeah.
John, so Drew, will you take that shot? John ain't going.
I'm taking them shots, bro. I'll do it. I'm doing that.
I'm definitely
doing that shit.
I'm definitely taking my chances at forever brain damage pumpkin head because I'm gonna attempt those 3 and hope for the best. I'm really gonna try and knock his shit off his shoulders, but I'll take that one. I might be dead after that, but I got a good insurance for my wife and my son anyway, so it's a win-win.
It's just 1 shot though. Like
some good shot.
But I'm saying Drew, the same way he's lined up like this, we're gonna be
lined up, but it's only 1. And a combo though. It's only 1.
Yeah,
only
he's
1
the one who's gonna want to put you to sleep.
Right. It's 1.
What you're trying to do, he's gonna succeed.
And last up, fantasy sports. Okay. You need 1 player, one of us, to shoot. You need one of us to shoot a 3-pointer shot, top of the key, to save your life. Who are you gonna pick to take this shot?
A 3-point shot?
3 top of the key.
Somebody from the OSA.
Somebody from the OSA podcast to attempt a 3-point shot. If this person don't make this shot, you dead as hell. Drew, who you picking?
Oh my God, yo.
You already know what it's like, Drew. You already saved it.
Shut up with your James Harden. This is why you don't be. This is why I'm not. This is why I can't.
You already saw it, Drew. You already know what the form looking like.
This nigga's gonna miss, and I'm gonna be dead. I'm gonna be dead.
Who you picking, Drew?
I'm going with the fake ass James Harden. Let's go. I'm picking.
He already know. You already know, John. He know what it is. Ed, who you picking
All
to
right.
take this shot?
If you don't make it, you gonna kill yourself too. Like I'm saying, like whoever, like, right? So like, let's say I miss.
At least
They shoot down at me, and then I'm gonna go, hey, give me that gun. I know you got an extra bullet in there, and I shoot myself.
No,
you choose to do that.
No, nigga got the gun at your head, and one of us at the 3-point line attempting to make a shot.
Oh, so I'm the only one that's gonna die in this situation?
You're the only one that's gonna die.
Yeah, so we gotta pick someone that's gonna hit the 50.
Oh God.
This is a good one. That was a good question. Should did more OSA involved one.
I want to. I'm gonna start doing.
This was a good one.
How's Kevin
I'm putting the ball. 3-point shot.
Top of the key.
Yo, Kevin's ass.
Top of the key is supposed to be the easiest.
Drew just literally.
It's the corner three that's the easiest.
I don't think so.
Drew just said he can't shoot.
Corner three is shorter.
Yeah, I always
Actually, the only person I trust really in like life on this podcast, and I don't want anybody else to take any offense, is John.
Oh, no offense, Steffi.
No, actually, no. Cash, listen, John actually plays basketball.
When I played basketball, I had a great shot. I don't play basketball.
John never shot a 3 though. John always shot.
I shot 3s.
John never shoot 3s ever.
I shot a lot of 3s.
John never. You ain't never shoot no damn 3s. But John,
can I pick anybody else?
No, it's OSA. It's OSA.
Man. Yeah.
Come on, John. You know where it's at.
Is that on me? Is that on me?
Yeah. See, John think I'm buddy from what's that? Something about Mary?
Okay, Polly.
Rain dance.
Let it rain. Dev is like when we play. Dev played more like Zebo. He's not really a shooter. He played like Zebo. Dev plays bully ball, jail ball, all those types of basketball.
That's what I say.
Reckless, like any connection with physical. That's what Dev plays.
He tries to put that shit on me, but that's how he really fucking plays, bro.
I've never seen Drew play. Eddie doesn't play basketball.
Hell no.
Kev, attempted to play basketball.
If I took 20 shots, I'd make one.
Kev eventually did get that top of the key 3. He didn't have that, but he kept playing basketball. He was able to make that. He has who else? DQ. I've never seen play basketball, but DQ speaks highly of himself, saying he shoots 3. So those are my choices. But I'm gonna go this route. I'm picking me because I'm part of this pod too. So John, take my head, shoot that shit. If I miss, I'm gone.
John just took my answer. I'm not picking nobody. I'm picking myself. I'm gonna bang it or bang it. Either way, bang it or bang it. Either way. But I can say the only shot Kev do have is the top of the key shot.
He does make that shot. He definitely worked on that.
He got that rainbow. He got a super rainbow shot that he does with the top of the key. So if not me, it would be Kev. But I'm picking my damn self. That's fantasy sports. We'll do it more with others.
This would have been an interesting segment. We had the whole roster here.
I thought everybody would be here, so that was the point. We'll get into our last segment, and that's bold predictions. When you hear this, nobody got their bold prediction right. And the 1 week that I said fucking Melo was gonna have the 1 week I said the triple double that I've been saying about Melo, he actually got one. I said he was gonna get one soon. I
got mine half right. I was
half right.
I was off. I got mine half right because the Giants did get the W. I said
you got the W part, yeah, but you did get the
like 220. 220.
They didn't get the 300. So, what's your bold prediction for the week? Drew, kick us off when you hear this.
When we hear this on Friday, Miami Heat.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, Tyler Hero, we going for that 40, son.
Tyler Hero with a 40
on Friday.
With a 40.
Who they playing?
Pacers, son. They play in Indiana.
So Friday, he's gonna have a 40 piece on Friday.
Got
40
you, got you.
piece.
All right, John, when you hear this,
When you hear this, Ed's favorite QB, Mike Lennon, will lead the Giants to victory. Let's go.
Oh my God.
G-Man.
who G-Man got this week again?
Dolphins.
Got it. All right. Ed, when you hear this,
When you hear this, the New York Yankees will sign a big name infielder.
This
By
week.
infielder, I mean shortstop. By shortstop, I mean, well, I wanted Javi Baez and it didn't happen. I
That ain't
wanted
gonna
to see
happen.
it happen either. So,
So you thinking Yankees get Trevor Story or Correa?
Story. It's either Story or Correa, but it's probably going to be Story.
It ain't gonna be
Yankees
Correa.
sign Story.
It'd have been dope if you said Correa. That would have been.
Hey, he's not going to come. He talked all that shit about Jeter. It was a whole thing, and maybe they might sign him just to like show him, hey, listen, you're going to do the Yankee way. You're going to shave your stupid, ugly face. You're going to stop looking like a dirty Puerto Rican to look
And
like
then
a real Puerto
Jeter
Rican.
Jeter spoke on that, didn't he? About
Yeah, Jeter on some go shit was like, I'm not even gonna give that attention. Who the fuck is he?
yeah. Now, bold prediction. The Bulls have the Knicks, the Nets, and the Nuggets before our next episode.
Winning all
They're gonna
three.
win to the next, so they're gonna win 2.
All three. The Knicks lose. The Nets lose. The Nets lose. Nuggets lose. 3 wins for the Bulls by our next week episode. That's what's gonna happen. All right, and that is our episode. OSA Out of Shape All-Stars episode 33. Overall 83. Thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you, Drew, for popping in eventually. Thought we was gonna be a triple threat again.
I'm sorry. I tried to stay awake. I fucking fell asleep. And
Oh, you fell asleep? That's what this was all? Oh my God.
Pulled up with the closer.
I pulled up though. Shit.
He pulled up.
I pulled
Thank you
up.
guys for
You had
watching.
a long work day today, Drew?
Huh?
You had a long work day? Like, why you tired?
Oh,
Why you
yeah.
tired?
Nah, bro. Like, yeah, long work day. Yeah, fucking.
Yeah.
I get up at fucking 5 o'clock now. So my sleep schedule will be off, bro.
What you doing now?
Welcome to adulthood. But again, thank you guys for watching. Oh well, Drew used to do the overnight shit, so he ain't used to getting up this early.
I never did overnight shit.
Well, you did the late night or something to that extent. You weren't getting up this early, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
so
And I'm just currently on a 16-game winning streak. They showing it right now.
Sounds like a whack ass excuse. I get up tomorrow. I have to get up at 6 a.m. So I do this every week. Every week I get up.
Okay, Ed. I did not ask for you.
all right, but
Accountability.
thank you.
This
Thank
is
you guys.
bro.
Thank you guys. Thank
When
you
do
guys for
get up?
popping in. Drew, thank you for being here. Ed, thank you for being here. John, thank you for being here. Hopefully we get Cam back next week. Hopefully DQ is feeling better. But thank you guys for listening. Make sure you watch, comment, subscribe. Make sure you share and rate. All that good shit. And Ed, like always.
We out, fucker.
Look, you claim me the illest. You don't believe in yourself, then forget it. You gotta put yourself up in position. Ice skating on thin ice. And my ice skate's been in the kitchen. How can you tell me to pick a religion? I'm 24 and I'm broke as a bitch, but I'm a millionaire.